are live. What's going on, guys? JohnnyKpicks here, alongside my co-host, Mr. P. I always call you PPV, or it's weird in my head. I can't say it. Pay-per-view.
Mr. Pay-per-view.
Cody from Blood Money MMA.
Pick'em got a little respect.
Well, you know, when you put Mr. Pay-per-view down there, changing everything up, I'm like, whoa.
I changed that for my video. I forgot to change that.
But we have two special guests here. We got CotyDankh, and we also have Pickem MMA, as you might have seen in the chat. A long time follower, supporter of the channel. So we got him on here this time. We're going to break down the card for UFC Vegas 84. So how is everybody doing today, for one? Cody, I'm going to let you start this one off because I've been waiting all day to say it. What do you think about the cop fight being canceled?
Dude, that's so stupid, man. It's getting old. Every single week, like, I lose my two top bets. Like, the funny thing is, like, my number one bet for my Patreon, the first best favorite bet, Costa and Cop. And then that fight. And it's like every week it's my number one picks that fall off. But yeah, man. But I'm glad it got canceled, I guess, because, you know, in the face-offs, he didn't look good at all. So
yeah, he didn't. I think he was probably pissed too that he missed weight by that much.
Must have been hurt or something, right? Sick or hurt.
He said he was sick. I saw like a little thing that he sent out, like he got like a virus or something, and he couldn't train for like 5 or 6 days, and he tried, but he couldn't do it or whatever. Whoever knows. But CotyDankh, nice to meet you, man. Glad you're on the show. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and then what are you looking forward to this card?
Yeah, man, I was looking forward to that Cobb fight because I knew, I did pick Cobb like everybody else in the world, it seems, but I was starting to look at that Nikolai by decision, just Cobb's lack of volume and the fact that Nikolai won the first fight. So I was looking forward to a little bit of disagreeing. Like, even though I did pick Cobb, I was like, this is going to get interesting because they're going to hate that I might be on the other side. But, yeah, we lost it. I've been doing these breakdowns for a while, though. I'm looking forward to this one. I've been watching both of y'all for a while. I haven't got to see Pick'em yet, but I'm going to check you out for sure. Yeah, mostly been doing this on Twitch and stuff for a while, but I'm a little newer to YouTube. But you guys have been two that I've been watching since I moved over here. So, yeah, love the content. Glad to be on the show. Appreciate it. We did lose a big one with that co-main event, but there's some fun-ass fights. Looking forward to breaking it down. Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, there's still going to be a couple of bangers on this fight for sure. Pickem MMA, man. What's going on? What are you looking forward to for this
What's
card?
Good, Johnny? What's good, Cody? Nice to meet you guys, man. I've been watching you guys for a minute too, so I've been here since I started my YouTube channel. So I've been looking forward to Tom Nolan's debut. Like, I really liked how he looked on Dana White Contender Series, and I think he's going to come out here, put on a really good performance on Mota. But it's not going to be easy. I mean, Mota's got a 25 veteran. So.
Right.
Can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it's a tough test for him. We'll get to that fight in a second here, but yeah, you could definitely check out all these guys. I put their links below, their YouTube links. They also have Twitter. They also have Instagram too. So definitely check them out. Go subscribe to them. Come right back. All that good stuff. And we'll go through the chat real quick. Say hi to everybody here. We got Vulcan in the house. What's up, man? First out of many to come. Let's break it down. Grab some plus money tickets. Let's go, Vulcan.
Let's go.
I'm gonna hopefully not butcher this name. Tariki Paku? Tariki Paku. What's up, man? Appreciate you coming out. Let's go. We got Latrell in here. What's up, man? Let's fucking go. Love the picture as always.
That's fucking.
We got GMD MMA. What is up, man? He said, "What's up, boys? Appreciate you coming out." We got Saba, our guy. What's up? He said, "Hello, hello. Good to see Mr. Parlay on the show." He's already giving you crap right now. Our guy Ryan's in the house. Defend your units, y'all. Great card to kick it off. Even the cop's fat ass missing by 3.5 pounds. Yeah, rough. We got New York City Robert in the house. Nikolai should have taken the fight. So many eyes watching after a long layoff. Co-main. These are opportunities that slip by. Yeah, I understand that side, but I understand his side too. He's already going to be the smaller fighter a little bit, and then now he's really going to be the smaller fighter. So I get it, but it sucks. And then we got Manel in here. What's up, Manel? He said he apologized. Well, you better apologize to Cody, Manel.
Making me look bad out here, man. Making me look like a jinx out here. People's gonna have to start paying me units. You guys want your fights to stay on? You want your bets to stay on? You start paying me so I don't bet them.
That's what you need to do. Because you remember, every time I'm like, wait, you have a parlay? Who are they?
I'm gonna hold these fights ransom. You're gonna have to pay to find that out. I'm like, which fights you want the best? I'll throw them in there. I'll put them right in there.
We got JMX. What's up, man? Said listen to you lads all the time. First time making the live chat. Love from UK. Yeah, appreciate you coming out, man. That's awesome, man. And we always appreciate the support.
Yes, sir.
Let's get him. Let's see. We got Dev the Dude, MMA Jesus 420. What's up, Mr. AK in the house? Appreciate you as always. Let's go. Happy New Year. He said, defend your units. Let's go. It's time. EQ in the house. Bro, Gene Silva should not have Bo Nickel type odds. I agree.
100%.
But he's probably going to get the finish, though. I will say that. We got our guy Jaden in the house. What's up? He said, going to be a banger. Appreciate you coming out. What's up, Jaden? We got Jumbo Loco, our guy, too. Hey, guys. Finally starting to feel better and ready to make some money. Let's go. Derek, what's up, my MMA family? Just finished drumming Chemical Warfare by Slayer. Awesome. Hoping the show keeps my heart rate up. Well, we'll give you our best, but Slayer's a tough follow. Let's put it that way.
Your heart rate's definitely gonna drop.
Love Slayer though. M the Great, what is up? Let's fucking go, guys. UFC is back finally. Yes, time to destroy the bookies indeed. Let's see. We got our guy, another guy, Bunny Hunter, our guy. What's up? What's up, fellas? Best in the show, best show in the MMA game. We appreciate you, Bunny Hunter.
Let's go.
I hope your Eagles do well this weekend. Maybe. JMB Z, what's up, Cody? Have I seen you do a fight breakdown with Praxis? Maybe I'm mistaken.
Yeah, he's a big UFC, like the game streamer, but
okay.
We've done some breakdowns in the past. We actually just started a new YouTube channel. It's brand new. We only did one episode.
Okay.
Combat Corner, you'll have to search it. It's
if
you hit me up in the DMs, I'll send you a link, but we're going to be doing that more often, me, him, and JMMA. So appreciate you, JMB. Praxis is the man.
Right on. I'll have to check that out too.
I'll have to beat him in UFC 5. Now I haven't played that for a while. I love that. I'm too addicted. I can't even play it.
And we got Jeff Pelton with the $5 dono. Definitely appreciate keeping the lights on for us as always, Jeff. JK Blood, CotyDankh Nugs, and Pickem. Thanks for the work. We appreciate you coming out as always. But we will get right to it, to the first card or first fight of the card, which is going to be Felipe Boons versus Joshua Van. And Cody, I'll let you start this one off.
Which one, bro?
That keeps getting me. Go ahead,
dude.
Mr. Pay-per-view.
Mr. Pay-per-view, Cody. How about that?
Which fight did you say again?
Van.
Yeah, man. Bunez looked pretty big today at face-offs.
Dude, I was thinking the same thing, bro.
He looked big, which it's worrisome. Not as much for the striking, but just if he tries to grapple, like size can help sometimes if you can just get low on one of them shorter dudes and pick them up. So that kind of worries me, but Van showed pretty good takedown defense against Zalgas. I don't know if Borjas, I can't remember if he tried to take him down or if Van got on top of him at one point. But yeah, he's got pretty good takedown defense. It worries me a little bit if you see Van's one only loss is when he just kept getting taken down. But that dude was like a legit wrestler that kept taking him down and then finally choked him out. This Bunez, he's a jiu-jitsu guy with some Muay Thai striking. I think this fight stays standing for most of the fight, and I think that Joshua Van's going to use his boxing, that stiff jab, and just volume to hurt this dude. Bunez is really tough, so I don't know if Van gets him out of there because Bunez, he's fought some tough Russians. He's fought a lot of tough people. I don't think he's ever been finished. So give me Van by a good decision. I think just like the first round could be tough, just like with Borjas. But his forward pressure, man, puts a good pace on people and usually slows them down. And then he's constantly throwing something at him and just doing something. This kid's a good prospect, and I want to see how far he goes. So I'm going to take Joshua Van, third rounder decision.
All right on, and we'll just go with the other Cody, so I don't look like an idiot. Who do you think's going to win this fight?
Yeah, I'll keep this short and sweet. I'm on the same. I was a little scared about the size because I always say if you give a guy size and a grappling advantage, it can spell danger. I'm a little shook because I will tell you I do have Van parlayed with somebody we'll talk about a little bit later. Don't worry, it's not a couple of these guys who are minus 1,000 making their debut, but no, I do like Van, his pace, his boxing, his body work. I think as long as this fight's on the feet, he's going to be piecing Boons up. But again, the wrestling could be a little dangerous. I'm just going to hope. I don't typically bet on these guys. 22 years old. He's still obviously pretty green. But, I mean, I do think stylistically on the feet, he should be piecing Boons up. I haven't seen a lot from Boons on the feet. So, obviously, he needs to keep it on the feet. But as long as it's there, I mean, the rounds do start there. I don't think Boons, if he takes him down, he's just going to be a fish out of water. So, I'm going to go with Van. I do have him parlayed up. At this point, the line's a little wide. I don't know if I would still do it, but I got him like a week and a half ago. I mean, at this point, it's a little scary, but I will stick with Van to get it done unanimous decision 30-27.
All right, on. Hey, pick him. What do you like?
I like Joshua Van. I think he's gonna get it done, but I mean, Felipe he's a dangerous guy off his back, man. I mean, he's gonna go for submissions. He's got like long range attacks, even on the feet. He's got good enough striking where he can hang on the feet. I mean, I don't think he's gonna be like washed up on the feet by any means. But what Cody just mentioned, the body work, I think that's going to play a factor in this fight. Mm-hmm. It's going to slow down Felipe Buenas, and it doesn't have a good enough wrestling where he can get the fight to the ground. So I like Joshua Van by decision, I think.
All right, on. Yeah, I'm with all you guys too. I like Van here. I think he's one of my most confident picks. I have him in a parlay as well with a guy coming up. We'll see if it's the same bet here, Cody. But I like the pressure. I like the pace. I like the boxing from Van. The body shots as well. He works the body, and he does have really good takedown defense. And I just don't think Felipe's takedowns are that good, especially to do for 3 rounds. He might be able to get one takedown early, but I think as the fight goes on, it's only going to favor Van because he has the better cardio. I think he's durable as well too. So I think I could see like a late finish or a decision too, but I'm going to say by like late 2nd or 3rd round knockout. I think he does get a finish. I think he gets his first one in the UFC. He had 2 fights in the UFC, and he was very close in both of them to get a finish. So I think this one, I think he can get it, but we'll see. I still think he wins this fight. It could be by any way other than submission probably, but yeah, we're all on the same page here. But let's see what everyone else says. We got Luke in the house. What's up, Luke? Appreciate you coming out as always, man. We got the Bob in here. What is up? I said, what's up, Pickem? Let's see who else is coming in here. Yippee. What is up, man? Listen up, people. Defend your units with JohnnyKpicks and Blood Money MMA. The ultimate combo for smart plays. Let's make those bookies cry together. Appreciate you, Yippee, as always, man. You are one of the best. You're one of the best. We got Glimbot. What's up, man? He said, sup, gents. He's got Felipe around 1 or 2, and Van was sick in late December. Yeah, I heard that, but, I mean, it's been about a month. I think he'll be okay, hopefully. We got Y Stroll. What's up, man? So what's good, blood? Greetings, y'all. Appreciate you coming out, man, as always.
Y House Stroll, what is up? That's my dude.
Yep, and we got Nate Brown with the $5 dono. Appreciate you as always, Nate Brown. He said, let's smash those bookies tomorrow. Yes, indeed. We definitely will. So moving on up to the next one. We're going to do Tom Nolan versus Nicholas Mota. I'll let Pickem start this one.
So Nolan's a really good striker, really long range attacks from Nolan. Has a ton of power for 155er. Should be fighting at 170, to be honest. I mean, he's got a 6'3" with a 76 or 77-inch reach. And Mota, even though he's been fighting UFC level competition, they gave him Jim Miller in the UFC debut, which is not an easy fight by any means. But he went out there, got knocked out in the 2nd round. He's been finished a ton of times, not really that durable and not the biggest guy for the weight class. I think the UFC trying to get rid of him at this point after what he did in his last fight against Trey Ogden. I picked Mota there. I thought he was going to be able to get it done on the feet, but getting jabbed up on the feet by Trey Ogden, just not a good look. You can't be getting outstruck by Trey Ogden. And then he got taken down, submitted, almost got submitted, I guess. The referee kind of saved him there. But I'm on Tom Nolan back when he's -180, so I've been on him for a minute now. I doubted him back when he was on Dana White Contender Series. I picked that guy, Bogdan Guskov. I thought he was going to be a good underdog there, but no, this dude Tom Nolan's for real. The only thing that scares me is he's only got 6 fights in, but he seems like he's proven. And he's durable enough. He's got a good chin on him too. And I don't think Mota's going to be able to find anything on the feet. I think Nolan's going to get there faster with the hooks. And he's got good enough body kicks, good takedown defense. So I don't see him getting taken down. So either way, I see Nolan. First round knockout for Nolan. Submission could be live maybe, but it doesn't really go for submissions. He's normally just got really nasty ground and pound. So I got Nolan by TKO first round.
Right on.
Yeah.
Cody D, I'll call you. What do you think about this one?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because I mean everybody's so low on Mota right now, and I obviously get why. It was a terrible performance in the last fight. He got bailed out by that no contest.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie. Look, I probably shouldn't even admit this, but I had Mota in that fight. I actually had a bet on him, so I was like, "Whew, thank you, ref."
Yes.
I got bailed. I was trolling people on Twitter like, "What are you all talking about, man? That was a rightful decision. That fight was close. Could have went either way." But people were so mad at me for that. Yeah, Mota was getting pieced up. I heard somebody say it. It might have been one of y'all. He had Trey Ogden looking like Muhammad Ali out there, bro. He was jabbing his nose off. And the thing that really scares me is he just looked so hesitant. And I don't know if that's because he's been knocked out a couple times recently, but he just looked. I mean, you're fighting a guy like Trey Ogden who has never knocked out anybody in his entire career. And if you're fighting him that hesitant, what are you going to do against a guy who his sole game plan is, I'm just going to march you down and knock you out? So the only thing that scares me here is, man, the lack of experience. And it's just like, look, Nolan has looked good so far, but who has he beat? Nobody. And he comes forward with reckless abandonment. I will say, man, if Mota says, screw it, I'm in the corner. If I lose this fight, the UFC is going to get rid of me. The one thing I will say about Mota is this man has power. I've seen him knock dudes out and they didn't get up for like a solid minute. Not only that, but what's his best punch? That left hook. And I saw in the few fights I could find of Tom Nolan, he's just coming forward and eating hooks on the chin. And I mean, when it's some random dude on the regional scene, it's one thing. But I will say, man, Mota, it's a step up for Nolan. And that left hook is nasty. It's got power on it. I would not be shocked if he knocked Nolan out. So I will take Nolan. I'll take him to get the first round finish. The hesitancy from Mota, I can't bet a guy if his sole path to victory is knockout when he's showing me that he's scared to even let his hands go. But if he lets him go, man, I would not be shocked. The thing is, too, a lot smaller. We were talking about Joshua Van's size disadvantage. Yeah. Man, Mota looked tiny at that face-off. So, I got Tom Nolan first round knockout, but the line is crazy. I don't know if y'all feel the same, but I'm good on that line.
Mr. Pay-Per-View, Cody.
Yeah, I like Tom Nolan in this fight, but I just don't think it's going to go down like everybody thinks. Like, I know Nicholas Mota's like chinny, but like he's not like it's not like he can't take a punch whatsoever. Like the elbow that Torres hit him with is going to put anybody out. He does have some knockouts earlier in his career, but like what Jim Miller hit him with too is going to put most people out.
Yeah.
But like Nolan, if you watch him on the regional scene, he kind of like throws with reckless abandon, but he's fighting dudes that are not good. Like they're not throwing nothing back. So I don't think that he's going to come out here with that same exact game plan. Because if he does, he's going to start getting cracked early. Even Torres was getting cracked early. Mota cracked him a couple times before he hit him with that elbow. So if Nolan comes out, because if you watch a lot of his fights in the regional scene, he literally comes out like a tornado, dude, and just starts throwing everything he can and overwhelms dudes. But I've also seen him get a little tired in grappling. I've seen him get held down by like lower level grappler dudes from like the one dude was from the city kickboxing team. He was like 7-1, but he had no striking and only a little bit of grappling. And he was still able to survive the striking, take him down, hold him down. And yeah, man, then you seen the one where he just kneed the dude in the face when he was still on his knee, and somehow that dude kept fighting because that should have been he was on his way to finishing him too before that. Yeah. But I think he's going to catch him at some point, but like I actually have a feeling this fight goes over 1.5. Like, I just don't think Nolan comes out like his crazy self, dude. Because like I said, he's going to like Cody said, he's going to catch a left hook, and Mota has power in both hands. So I think if he does come out a little crazy, gets hit, maybe like it's going to be a decent striking match. I don't think either one of these, like if anybody tries to take it to the ground, it's going to be Mota, but I don't think he'll even try to. But it could be a lower pace kickboxing match, kind of like with the Trey Ogden one, because Nicholas Mota is really waiting to counter you. Like he's a counter striker. So I don't know. Because I didn't put no bets on none of it. And like Cody said, I mean, it could be trouble. Like Mota's dangerous, the most dangerous opponent Nolan's ever fought. But give me Nolan. I think he gets like a later finish, but no confidence in that fight, really.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys, I mean, pretty much said everything I was gonna say too. I'm on Nolan too, but I'm just not confident. I like his he's gonna be way bigger in this fight, which is always a plus. So that's more the reason why I picked him too. But he's making his UFC debut. Like he does have power in his hands, but he's reckless. He he can get hit, and we've seen him get rocked a couple times, but he does have a good chin. Mota, he's a little low volume for me. He does have power in his hands too, though. But as the fight goes on, he is hittable too. We've seen it in the Trey Ogden fight too, and it is not a good look. I know that's probably why everyone's on Nolan, but I don't think Nolan is like this super technical striker either. He's more of like I'm gonna like push forward and I'm gonna hit you, and he's gonna have the reach advantage, but that can only go so far, especially against a good counter striker. You want to be careful. You don't want to be too reckless. So I want to see a little bit more from him. I mean, Dana White Contender Series, that was a good win from him. Everything looked good, but like it's different once you get to the UFC, and if you're a little crazy, then I really have to see what you're all about and see if there's any improvements or anything like that. So we'll see what happens here. But yeah, I got no bets on this fight at all. No unders, no overs, anything like that. But I do think Nolan wins. I said by knockout, but anything can happen, like I said. So we'll see what happens with this one. We got Jaden in here with a $5 dono. Appreciate you, Jaden, as always. He said he got Van money line and a parlay for me. I like it. I like your style. We are on the same page. We got S Blood. What's up, man? A long 4 weeks. We're back. Much love. Yes. Like, I don't like these long weeks anymore. Like, I like taking a week off from like a 16-week stretch, but I want to get right back in. Like, I don't want to wait like a month. It just takes forever.
It felt like a year.
Yeah. Nate says, I really think Mota has a legit chance here, but I'm just not sure if it's worth the risk or worth risking money on. I agree with you. I think he does have a chance to win this fight. I just don't want to risk it either. Like, not on either side. I want to see it. I want to watch it as a fan.
Yeah. I mean, like Cody said, do you want to bet a huge favorite and a debutante who has 6 fights and we've seen make a terrible decision? Like, that should have been a DQ. That's why I don't bet debuters in the UFC with less than 10 fights as a favorite. That spells disaster.
That's very true. Good point.
Yeah.
Jaden with another $5 dono. Appreciate you, Jaden. He's getting Tom Nolan money line. All right.
Yeah, I'm on money line. Minus 180. I don't know if you anything over
minus 180.
Yeah, minus 180.
That's a good line.
That's a good line.
That's a line.
It's at like minus 350 right now, so I don't even want to look at that.
Crazy.
Fight ends by KO might be a good parlay piece. That's a pretty good one. Very confident in Nolan, but how do you justify minus 300? Exactly. Agreed. That's what we're trying to say. Yeah. Still can't believe that Ogden fight didn't go to the cards. Horrible no contest. I agree with that.
Yeah, they should have put it to the cards after that, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I was happy with
it. You know who won that fight. Yeah. It literally, what? It was like 2 minutes left or a minute left of that fight?
2 minutes left, I think. Yeah.
It was one-way traffic from start to finish.
But yeah, there was nothing close about it at all.
It was one of those where 1 minute in, I said, well, let me tear my ticket. Mota
pretty much, yeah. We got Anthony W. What's up, man? He said Nolan versus Mota is giving me Reese and oh, geez, I hope not. We're gonna see a slam, first round slam.
Good.
Prime example.
Mota doesn't take damage well at all. That's true. Very true. Like Ice Viking, what is up, man? What's up, gang? Defend those units. Appreciate you coming out, Ice Viking, as always. Fight Talk only, our guy. What's up, man? So let's fucking go, gang. Good to see you boys back defending your units. Appreciate you coming out. Definitely check out Fight Talk only on Twitter. He puts out a community MMA collab with everyone's picks and predictions and bets, all that stuff. So he just sent it out earlier today. So go on Twitter right now and look up Fight Talk only and follow him. And he does that each and every week. It's awesome. So you can get a little collab of everybody and who they think is going to win. There Will Be Blood. What is up? I still haven't watched that movie, but I swear I will. What's up, guys? Show is fire. I got Ricky Simone subbing Mario. I like that. That could definitely happen. We got Scott Lawson. What's up, man? I have arrived. Let's get it, fellas. Appreciate you. AJ in the house.
What up,
What's
AJ?
Up, AJ? Nolan sub. AR Smith. I learned my lesson with Zach Reese betting on fighters making their debut. Yeah. And I think he only had what, six fights too? Something like that?
Yeah, 6 fights.
Something low. Yeah. So that's a good point. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes, like people expect everybody just to be able to do what like veteran people's done to other people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, you just assume, well, this dude could knock him out. So this guy, just like with the Mike Breeden and like Jubilee. Well, Alexander
Hernandez. I was on Jubilee there.
Hey.
I'll admit it right
we
now.
cashed on that one.
Yeah, all these explosive guys knocked out Mike Breeden, but like Jubilee wasn't explosive. So it's
Yeah.
but
I stayed away.
Mike Breeden.
I stayed away from that fight.
The GOAT.
yeah, he'll be back.
We got Kiwi Brew. What is up?
Kiwi?
Cheer all. Cheer all.
all,
Kiwi.
brother.
Always appreciate you, man, coming out. And
Yes,
Jose Q, what is up?
Juicy Q.
Juicy Q, sure. Happy Friday, ladies.
Jesse.
Jesse Juicy, whatever. I'm just reading it how I see it. All right, we're moving up to the next one here. We're gonna do Weston Wilson versus Gene Silva, and I'll have who do I have start here? Cody D. We can start this one.
Cool, man. Hey, oh man, it's Weston Wilson fight week, boys. How are you guys? Are you guys excited for this?
Oh, I'm pumped. I'm pumped. We'll see how long it goes.
Been waiting all year.
I mean, obviously, the guy comes from a traditional martial arts background. He's got that. I mean, he's a lanky, no power, just wants to keep you on the outside. He's got nasty submissions. I mean, pretty solid submissions. The problem is he doesn't have any wrestling. I'm a jiu-jitsu guy. I'd love to sit here and like I've been doing jiu-jitsu for a long time. I love it. But at the end of the day, if you don't have any wrestling or you don't have like Damian Maia-esque sweeps and a way to get on top, in MMA, you do not want to be on your back. So jiu-jitsu is cool and all. I love it. But you got to have some wrestling. Or if you're not Damian Maia, you have to be able to put them on their back. And if I say every week, I'm like, well, people will say, oh, but what if he gets a sub off the back? I'm like, how often do you see that? And everyone will say, what about Anderson Silva? I'm like, you just made my point. The fact that you're going 20 years back is my point. And people will be like, oh, you're hating on jiu-jitsu. I'm like, I'm a purple belt in jiu-jitsu, man. I do jiu-jitsu almost every day. But you have to have wrestling. If you don't have wrestling, you're just going to get elbowed into the canvas for 15 minutes. So, and that being said, Weston Wilson, it's not like he's got some lights out, oh, you don't want to get in this guy's guard. No, he's got no power on the feet, so it's not like you can really say puncher's chance. And then he's just out there flailing around for submissions on low-level guys. At the end of the day, I'm not going to go on and on. Should Gene Silva be minus 1,000 against anybody in the UFC? Absolutely not. And if you're betting that, I want you to look me in my eyes. Stop. 1-800-GAMBLING, whatever it is, give them a call because you need help. Okay? And I've had people tell me it's free money, bro. There's no such thing as free money. Okay? And every time this happens, you get that one guy in the comments who's like, bro, you picked him. I took all your picks and parlayed them up. This is a prime example why you do not do that. Minus 1,000, he should not be against absolutely anybody in the UFC. Okay, he should knock him out in the first round. I do think he'll get the first round KO, but I would not bet him minus 1,000 against anybody in the UFC. I don't care who his opponent is. Weston Wilson, probably the worst and best matchup for him in the entire division. That being said, no. So, Gene Silva, first round KO. Absolutely no bet. If you want to be crazy, if you're one of those crazy guys, hashtag value, and you want to take Weston Wilson by sub, go for it. Okay, yeah. Maybe. Or first round sub, something crazy, because the guy after 5 minutes falls off the table.
I would say 2.
Yeah, I mean,
2 minutes.
Overall, he's going to get probably punted into the stratosphere and get cut. But absolutely no bet. Nope. I will pick Silva first round KO. Take it away, boys.
There you go. Cody, who do you like? The other Cody.
That Weston Wilson by sub in the first round, if you can play him, do that. He's got like 13 sub wins or something. Like, he don't even knock people out. Like, he's supposed to be like Wonder Boy's karate buddy, but he subs dudes more than anything. Yeah, and he 11. Actually, like, the best play on this is fight ends in round 1 or the under 1.5, even though they got it at like minus 320. Like 15 of the last 16 Wilson, what that motherfucker's name? Weston, what's his name? Weston Wilson. 15 of his last 16 fights have ended in the first round, win or lose. So I mean, and then Gene Silva has 8 first round finishes. So a thing I was looking deep into this, a crazy thing, you might want to check into this. I don't know what the line is, but if you can find Gene Silva to get the finish by either KO or sub. I'm thinking KO at the 2 minute to 3 minute mark in the first round. That seems like that's where it's going to be, because Gene Silva has a couple knockouts in the first round, finishes in that 2 to 3 minute mark, and Weston Wilson's been finished in his last 2 fights in that 2 to 3 minute mark in the first round. So if Gene Silva is going to finish him, I think he finishes him in that 2 to 3 minute mark. So you might be able to get like plus good money on that.
Yeah.
But, it's like crazy. You just want the unders because like Weston Wilson is dangerous. That dude had Joe Anderson Brito in a deep ass knee bar before Brito punched his face off. He had his knee bent the opposite way for a second. So, and Brito's a beast in jiu-jitsu. Like if you go watch his fight with Diego Lopez, you know what I mean? Like he got out of some shit. So I don't know if Silva's that high level. So if he gets caught in something like that, like goes to the ground with him and gets in some type of knee bar or something stupid, people gonna be mad. But I like the unders, and like I said, I think he finishes him in that 2 to 3 minute mark. So
right on. Pick him. What do you like?
Yeah, I like Gene Silva, but I can't really play his money line. I mean, not really anything left on the money line anymore. He was minus 400 at one point, minus 700. I was thinking about it, maybe parlaying him up with someone. Couldn't do it. Couldn't get there. But I've been thinking about maybe playing round 1 for Gene Silva, because Weston Wilson, he's been finished by guys like Ishihara. I mean, you shouldn't be getting finished by guys like that at this point in 2023 or 2022, whatever. But yeah, he's gonna get knocked out here likely in the first 2 minutes, like Cody said. But I don't have any money on it. I'm just gonna watch as a fan. It's gonna be fun watching just alone. So I don't know if I can put money on it though. But round 1 KO plus 100, I think that's a solid look there for Gene Silva.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Yeah, I'm with you guys too. I echo the same statement here. I'm going to go with Gene Silva to get the knockout in the first round. Wilson does have a chance to snatch up like a standing guillotine, because he's going to be taller by like 6 inches or something crazy like that. Let me just double check and see if I'm not lying. Yeah, like 5 inches or so. But other than that, I think that's his only chance to win, is just snatching up a guillotine or a rear naked choke, something like that, where maybe Gene gets a little too aggressive or something. But the only thing I got on this one, I do have one play. It's the under 1.5, and I think that's just the only thing you can play like for a parlay. I just don't trust anything else other than the under 1.5, like either side. So it's like, to me, it's a no brainer. But watch, it probably goes over 1.5 this time. So it'd be something crazy. So that's what I'm going with. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Yeah, Kiwi said Weston Wilson round 1 sub is plus 3,300. So there you go. That's the way he wins. If anything, Silva by sub. If it gets the ground sprinkle. Yep. Odds are wild. Agree. We got SK. What's up, man? 11-fold UFC parlay going from tomorrow to UFC 297. Costa, Bosrot, Jasmine, Jourdain, Malat, Stolyarenko, Natalia Silva, Jailton, Jack Della, Gamrot. I like them all. Oh, it's going to be good, man. Hope you hit that. Good luck. Wilson got in because Wonder Boy agreed to Shavkat. Probably something like that, because look at that record and resume. It's not that great. We got Narashi. What's up, man? Pick him on the come up. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He totally walks slow in front of Wilson on purpose. That was funny. I kind of don't like it. I didn't watch any of that stuff.
He was frothing at the mouth at weigh-ins.
Dude, you see him when
was crazy.
Will you see him when he fought on the Contender Series? He comes out and he walks in the cage like a mile per hour, just staring at that dude, and it was like a 20-second thing where he just walked slow and just mean mugged him the whole time.
That dude's a psycho.
I'll have to watch.
Then he's got the Lord's name tattooed across his stomach, and he's a psychopath.
Poor Weston Wilson, bro.
I know, he's just like, I'm just trying to play.
I'm gonna kill you for Jesus.
I'm just trying to get a little bit of money, man.
Fucking Brito on short notice, and then you give him a psychopath. This dude looks like Brazilian Hannibal Lecter. My God,
that's crazy.
Weston Wilson's just a nice guy from South Carolina.
I know.
It's like he's pissed at Wonder Boy. Why'd you bring me in here?
That's funny,
dude. How hurt did Gabriel Santos have to be to pull out of a Weston Wilson fight? Did he break his leg or something? He could have came in with like
I had to play on Gabriel Santos.
That's your win. That's your easy win. He must have got really messed up.
Yeah.
Because they were trying to kill Weston Wilson again, with Gabriel Santos. Dude, that dude hits. Like,
here's another Brazilian that's kind of going to beat you up too. So
he's going to take your head off.
Why?
All right, next one we're going to do is going to be Bosrot versus Lapas. I'll go ahead and start this one off. This is going to be a really good fight. I think this is going to be a closer than the line says. Bosrot's he's well-rounded. He's got good ground game, good solid striking too. And then Lapas is a very good striker, good kickboxer. He has pretty good takedown defense too. He's tough to take down. And both guys, they're not the greatest finishers. They can finish you, but I think this fight goes over 2.5 rounds for sure. That's what I really like in this fight. But for my pick, I'm going to pick Bosrot. But man, I couldn't get around to like parlaying him up at like minus 275 or wherever. It keeps moving up a little bit, up and down. But I just like the over in this one a lot. But I'm going to pick Bosrot to win by decision. I just think he narrowly escapes, or not escapes, but gets maybe even like a split decision. I think this fight will be super close. And I just think maybe the third round, he takes it with some takedowns and control time because it'll be really close up to then. And then the judges will give it to him. But I can see Taylor winning this fight. Another play I like in this is Taylor, the spread plus 3.5. I think it's like minus 120, 125. I think that's a solid play. I think Taylor could win a round for sure, but I don't see a finish in this fight whatsoever. But give me Bosrot to win. I like the over, like I said. Pick him. What do you like?
I like Freed Bosrot. I played his money line back at minus 170. I saw his money line drop all the way to minus 166. And I saw it going the other way. I was like, okay, I got to jump on it now. I was thinking about parlaying him, but at minus 250, I couldn't get there. I think because Taylor Lapas is good, but he's giving up takedowns to Colin Loughran. So if you're getting taken to my Colin Loughran, and that fight was close. He's lucky that was in France. Because like if Colin Loughran just held him down for a little bit longer, maybe landed some ground and pound, could have been even closer than it was. So I think Freed Bosrot, these brothers, Freed Bosrot brothers, Bosrot brothers, but they always go to the game plan. They don't like play around on the feet. They're gonna mix in the takedowns, go to what's easier for them. So I played both of their money lines in the past. I played Lapas against Loughran and Freed against Clayton Rodriguez, I think, right? Yeah. So yeah. I don't think Freed's gonna get a finish in this fight because I think Loughran, Lapas, is very tough and he's never been finished for a reason. So I like the over 2.5, like you said, Johnny. I think that's a good parlay piece right there. And I think money line like minus 275, minus 300 is getting out of control at this point because I do think this fight's gonna go the distance, and you don't want to find out with the judges. Sometimes you never know how they're gonna see the fight play out. So anything under minus 200 for Freed Bosrot, I think is good. But I'm on Freed Bosrot back when it was minus 170. So right now I wouldn't really touch anything other than over 2.5 rounds.
All right on. Cody D, who do you like?
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I got Bosrot. I do think, I do think this is a fight where the line could probably be a little closer. I like Bosrot. So far, he's checked all the boxes. He's looked good. He's pretty well-rounded. Him and his brother are obviously great fighters. But, man, I do think Lapas is one of these guys that, nobody really knows about. But he's good, man. His striking's good. And the one thing is I do think Bosrot has a grappling advantage. But I don't think his wrestling is just lights out. I don't think he's – you are right, Pickem. We have seen Lapas taken down, and by guys who, if they can take him down, I think Bosrot can land a couple takedowns. I just don't know at that line if I'm confident he can take him down and just finish him, or take him down, repeat, take him down the next round. You know what I mean? I do got Bosrot. I think he's just more well-rounded. I think he can mix in some takedowns. I think the grappling advantage he has is bigger than the striking advantage that Lapas could potentially have. I do think on the feet, Bosrot is probably more dangerous, but Lapas, man, he could turn it into one of these 3-round kickboxing, I don't want to say sparring match because he's a little bit more dangerous than that. But, at the same time, I think if it turns into a point kickboxing match and Bosrot decides to strike for too long, I wouldn't be shocked if Lapas just lands the better shots and wins a decision. I don't think he's finishing Bosrot. I think Bosrot's shown durability and heart, and I think he would push through and not get finished. But I wouldn't be shocked if Lapas just wins 2 of the rounds. That's why I do think the point spread is good. I just minus 120. I looked at it. It wasn't enough for me. I thought when I saw as a big underdog, I was like, ooh, this might be one of those where the point spread. I like where your head's at. it just wasn't quite enough for me to get my money behind it. I don't want to lay minus money on an underdog to win. I mean, if you would have given me plus money, I probably would have put a little something on that. I do think Lapas to win maybe just the third round. I still want to see Bosrot's cardio a little bit more. And if he does go out there and wrestle a lot, Lapas, while I do think he could get taken down, I think he's pretty decent at making him work, get back up. Mm-hmm. And I think we could see Bosrot have to use a decent amount of energy. Maybe Lapas wins the second or third round. But overall, I'm with you guys, man. I got Bosrot. No bet for me. But I will pick the more well-rounded fighter. I'll take Bosrot, but not confident enough.
Right on. And blood money.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you guys on what you said. It's a stay away from fight for me for the price, because I mean minus 300 on Bosrot, and it's going to be a close fight. Like, it's going to be a close fight. Lapas is good. I've never seen anybody just beat the crap out of him. You know what I mean? And his fight style, like you guys said, if his stays standing, this fight's going to be really, really close. And it might be Taylor Lapas coming forward. Like, I love his striking. If he's fighting a dude that ain't a great wrestler, like if you go watch him fight Nate Maness, like he's got that forward pressure with his striking where he's not even throwing punches. It's like Joshua Van too, where they're not even throwing punches, but they're coming little feints and they're just walking you down, dude. And it just drains people's energy, man. And they don't know what's coming or when. And you can tell they don't care what you're throwing back at them. Like, I don't know. That's how Lapas looks, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do that against Bosrot, because Bosrot's got good kickboxing, and then he's got really good grappling, man. And then he looked a lot bigger too at face-offs. I thought they were going to be more of the same size, and he was a couple inches. Bosrot's a big dude, which is weird. Him and his brother both fight at 135 too.
Yeah.
But I think his brother's a little bit better, but I don't know. So I don't know, though. Actually, when it comes down to it, Farid might be better on the ground as far as the finisher. What he did with Kletzen looked really good. And what's his brother's never trying to finish anybody. But, yeah, man, I'm taking Farid. I'm going to take him by decision. But, dude, it's going to be a closer fight than that line goes. And I love the over 2.5, like you guys said. But I just stayed away. I didn't get no bets in on this fight.
Right on. Jeff said, good fight. Goes long over 2.5 or goes distance. I agree. Jaden has Farid in a parlay. I like that too. His last fight was in Paris, I believe, and now he's fighting another guy from Paris. Kind of weird. Bosrot? Is that what he meant? Let me see. Double check.
Lapas, I think.
Okay.
Paris. Yeah.
Gotcha. Let's see. Me and Johnny see the fight the same way. I bet both split in the plus 3.5. Okay. I think the split might be a sneaky play, to be honest.
Yeah, that is sneaky.
I saw a couple sharps on Twitter on Lapas split decision. Who knows? Yeah, who knows? I mean, I just think this fight does go to decision, and I think anything can happen. We've seen it numerous times with the judges. If it's super close, some judges favor the grappling, some judges favor the striking and damage. So, like, a good prime example was the Muniz Iron Turtle fight. Like, one guy gave Turtle one, and the other two were the Muniz. So we'll see what happens. SK said the Frenchman will surrender. Well, maybe. That's what they like to do. How is this not a step down for Farid? I think Blackshirt beats Lapas.
That's a good fight.
It's a good fight too. Yeah. I don't think it's
yeah.
I think this is a good. I don't want to say it's a step up or it's a step down from Blackshirt. I think it's a good fight.
Bosrot's going to be able to wrestle Lapas here, dude. He's a little bit bigger, and then like he's got good wrestling, man. He's heavy on top. Like when he transitions, he's constantly got that shoulder right into him. But yeah, man, still, this could be a weird, slow kickboxing match too. So
yep. Paku said, Farid's really good. I don't mind that price. Good parlay piece. Yeah, I think he is, but like there's just something that's holding me back. I don't know. Maybe because I just think it's a really good fight, and I could see it go both ways, and that's probably why. Anthony, what's up, man? He said Lapas is really underrated in my opinion. Yeah, I just think like he's been in the UFC before. It's been a while, and then he went, and then he's been gone for a while, and he came back. So maybe, maybe people just didn't know that or whatever. But we got about 50 people in the chat. We appreciate you. Definitely hit that like button. Go follow Cody and Pickem if you don't know who they are. The links are below in the description, so go check them out. You can do it now, or you can do it after the show. Next fight we got is gonna be Marcus McGee versus Gaston Balanos. I'll let Cody start this one off. Blood money, Cody.
Mr. Pay-per-view to you, Johnny.
Now your blood money.
Damn, which fight? I'm tired as shit, bro.
McGee versus
yeah, McGee.
Balanos.
Okay, yeah. This is dude, I think that this has the chance to be the best fight on the card. One of the best fights on the card, to be honest. If it stays standing, like it's gonna be. Both these dudes are high level strikers with serious power, and they're in that small cage. Everything they throw is quick and with serious power. If it goes to the ground, obviously that's going to favor McGee, but it's like I've never really seen McGee do that. He did it to Journey Newsom, but he dropped him with a punch, and like Journey wanted out of that fight. Like he straight up gave him his neck. So I think Journey's like a black belt in jiu-jitsu, but he just straight up gave up his neck and let him choke him out. And I don't know, man. I just don't know. I mean, I imagine he's coming out of a good camp, so I imagine they're going to tell him to go out there and wrestle. But if that's not really your thing, it makes it tough. But if it stays standing, Gaston Balanos has an excellent chance to win this fight. This dude's been fighting Muay Thai and kickboxing all around the world since he's a little kid. And Marcus McGee was like a semi-pro skateboarder and stuff. I'm sure he was fighting and stuff or something, training maybe, but not like he wasn't like 12 years old, 10 years old in Peru training and then traveling the world as like a 20-year-old and 18-year-old and that stuff. So if this stays standing, like Balanos to me will have more weapons. McGee's probably going to be a little faster. He's going to be a little bigger, and he might even hit a little harder. So I'm taking McGee here. I think this fight goes under 2.5 in that small cage. I think both these dudes, both of them, when they throw to finish the fight. So I can't see one of them not connecting with something good. Or if McGee's smart too, he'll mix in some grappling, and then maybe he can get a sub. But I mean, his grapplings look a lot better more recently than it did when he first came to Bellator, straight out of kickboxing and that stuff. You know, it's definitely improved a lot. But give me McGee. I'm going to say that McGee does mix in some grappling, but I just think McGee's a little bit bigger, going to hit harder. But I stay far away from this fight too because I don't have a good read on it. Like I can't be 100% that McGee's going to come out here and turn into D1 Dante Almays. You know what I mean? And miss every takedown he fucking shoots. You know, but now
don't be talking about my guy.
I gotta watch talking about. I live in the same city as that guy, man.
I just want to let you know he knocked out Arlovski, the legend. So
yeah,
talk about my boy.
Oh, my bad.
TV scouting. Shout out to the kind of combat guys. But yeah, man, I'm taking McGee. But dude, not confident. This is just a striking match. Gaston Balanos can win this fight. So
right on. Pick him. Who do you like?
McGee, but the line's getting kind of crazy. But thing about McGee is, I mean, he's got the grappling in the back pocket. Could go to that. Could go for submissions too. I did bet on Balanos in his UFC debut against Aaron Phillips, right? And I mean, couldn't really go out there and finish the guy. Got taken down. Horrible look there. And I was pretty pissed off there because everyone was expecting him to go out there and finish that guy, Aaron Phillips, who's like 0-3, 0-4, and out of the UFC at this point, I think. But not a bad debut for him though. Still went out there and got the win. But yeah, I don't think Balanos is that good, but he's a good Muay Thai fighter, a good kickboxer. And on the feet, I don't think McGee's like that better than him on the feet because he knocked out JP Bays. I mean, who's got no chin. Knocked out Journey Newsom, who's like wait, almost done. Looks like he's almost done at this point. If the line was under -200, I would still parlay him. But yeah, the line is kind of getting crazy at this point. But I do like the over 2.5, like under 2.5, like you said, there, Cody. Under 2.5, I think is good.
Cody D, who do you like?
Yeah, I mean, don't worry if you're watching. Don't worry. We're going to have probably some disagreements in this next fight. But I'm going to keep it short and sweet because I agree with you guys. I got McGee. He's just more well-rounded. I mean, again, like Cody said it perfectly. I'm not going to parrot everything. We haven't seen him go out here and do the wrestling that you would want to see him do. First of all, let's address the other elephant in the room. 33. Okay, buddy.
You're 41, Reggie.
Okay.
Oh.
I think he's more well-rounded. The wrestling, like we said, we haven't seen it. And also, it's like, oh, man, let me bet this huge favorite. Well, not huge, but decent favorite. He's coming off 2 big wins, 2-0 in the UFC. Journey Newsom and JP Bays.
Easiest wins in the game, baby.
But, I have heard from, in this circle a little bit, won't say any names, that that he has been like just wrestling these past like couple months. He's had obviously a great gym. I mean, I'm sure he's not dumb. He's fighting a kickboxer. I will say though, man, Balanos, like this dude's striking's good. Like he's got more weapons on the feet. McGee's a little bit more like bread and butter, you know, like just stick to the meat and potatoes. You know, Balanos is he's got nasty striking. And if McGee doesn't come out here and shoot, I'll tell you, he ain't going to look like a big favorite. This is going to be close. And he could get knocked out. This ain't JP Vibes, man. I get it. Balanos, he's not some like big, we don't know him for a reason. He's not very well-rounded. But on the feet, which is where the fight starts every round, I do actually think he has a striking advantage. But if McGee gets him down, I mean, I do agree that Balanos' grappling has looked better, but still it's like McGee is out here training with black belts every day. He will probably, and that's why I think plus 310 McGee by sub. I mean, rather than lay the chalk 3-1 for a sub, I mean, I get why it's what it is because again, we haven't seen him wrestle, but if it goes to the mat, is going to be a big advantage there. So I'll take McGee. I'll take him. I think I wouldn't play a prop because I think there's a lot. Unless you're going to take that big plus sub, I wouldn't. You know, it could knock him out. Could win by decision. But I think the 3-1 sub prop is maybe. You know, it's interesting. But overall, I'm not liking this from a betting perspective. I'll take the more well-rounded guy. But no bet for me. Give me McGee. Probably. I don't even know by prop, but I'll pick McGee, no bet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on the McGee train as well. I'm actually a little bit more confident in maybe some of you guys. I think he gets this one done because he's just more well-rounded, like everyone said. I think the key here for McGee, though, to make it look like the number where he's at with his line is he needs to get that grappling and wrestling going. If he doesn't, then I'm going to be a little bit salty and I'm like, what are you doing? That's bad fight IQ. You know, you have the clear advantage here because Balanos has zero ground game and may have gotten better over time, but it's just not, McGee is just the better MMA fighter, if you want to say that. And I keep going back to that. Can Balanos win? Yeah, he can win a striking fight. I just don't. But this fight, I don't think it's going to be played out on the feet for a long period of time anyways. Not like all 3 rounds or anything like that. But I love the under 2.5. I'm sorry. Either way you look at it too. So I like McGee. I like the under here. I got both plays. And I think he gets this one done. I think he does get that submission too. But I wouldn't be shocked if it's like, maybe it's a knockout. Who knows? But he has a lot of his wins by knockout. But we'll see what happens. I know Balanos has never been knocked out. He's tough. But maybe he gives up that neck and it's, you know, sleepy time. But we'll go to the chat real quick. We got Jaden with another $5 dono. You are the man, Jaden. You know that. McGee in a parlay. Let's go. Lock it up. Yes, indeed. Bunny said, Cody is so unprofessional. Wake up and take an energy drink, bro. Hurting the quality of the show. Come on, Cody.
Be back up at 3:30 in the morning. I wish I could chug an energy drink. I would.
We got Victor. What is up, man? Long time no see,
Victor.
Man. Cody, Johnny K, my bros. Glad to catch you guys live. Missed you guys. Hello, guests in chat. Yeah, appreciate you coming out.
Can't wait to go to another show with you, Victor. Hope you're doing good, brother.
Definitely, for sure. If he grapples, he's going to smash. I agree. Majority of McGee wins are by knockout, so I'm guessing the fight stays on the feet, which is a red flag against any kickboxer. Yeah, it is, but I just think there's just a clear path, and you have to take it. You have to. Yeah. And if you don't, then you deserve to lose. So I like the Peruvians in their first few fights in the UFC, worth a sprinkle, as good as Marcus is. Yeah, I mean, he's tough, so he's going to be in the fight.
Like I like when stuff like well, I mean, it's not good, but like what happened to Anthony Smith, like when you get knocked out like that, well, you didn't try to wrestle one time, and like that was like your path to victory. You didn't even try. So like when they get knocked out like that, it's kind of like
Well, if Marcus does that and doesn't even try, and he gets knocked out, we're good. We're even.
I mean, when you learn betting this sport, man, you never want to bet. And if he does this game plan, I like to look at what the guy does, because when shit gets real, you're gonna do what brought you to the dance.
Yeah, right.
You're not gonna become a D1 wrestler like all of us. He can wrestle all he wants in these training camps, and that is obviously smart. But at the end of the day, man, you get punched in the face, you're going to do what your go-to. Wrestlers are going to wrestle when they get hurt. Strikers are going to strike.
What if
I mean?
What if McGee comes out here and just tries to start wrestling hard in that first round, gets him down, but struggling to keep him down because he's a striker. Now he's a little gassed because he's not a wrestler. Use some different muscles. And Balanos, because Balanos had good cardio in that last fight. I know he's fighting Aaron Phillips, but the fight could get interesting.
The ghost.
I'm
of
looking
Aaron
forward.
Grappling, cardio, and striking.
There was ever a body of Phillips, but
100%. Yeah, grappling cardio and striking cardio is just different, man.
Yeah.
I can grapple and roll for hours, and then
go
I start
punch
boxing.
25 times.
I get gassed, man.
Yeah, it's a whole.
I never box anymore. I put those boxing gloves on. I'm gassed.
Andre Petroski has the 2 widest cardios known in the UFC. It's crazy. Like he can throw 3 punches and be gassed on the feet, but once he gets you down, he's like, "Oh, I'm good."
Yeah,
we're good. But it's getting there is the problem. Real quick before we go to the next fight, we got MMA Ricky. What is up, man? Definitely check out MMA Ricky on Twitter. He puts out all of his bets and all that good stuff. Cody, feeling that split shift schedule. I did it. I know not the best card we got here, but the UFC is back. Good luck, guys. Good luck to you.
My new work schedule is crazy. So I work Friday, Saturday morning, and then Sunday, Monday night. The 4:10s, but they're really like 11 and then 11:30 and stuff with your breaks, the hour each way to work. Dude, it sucks, but it's worth it. But shout out to MMA Ricky too. We're gonna get him on a show too.
Yep.
So
Definitely. We got Oppo. What's up, man? He said Bosrot and Batista doubles stake it easiest money. All right. We'll get to that fight. We'll break that one down too. Next one's gonna be Matthew Selmersberger versus Preston Parsons, and I'll let Pickem start this one.
So this fight is going to be pretty simple. It's a striker versus grappler, pretty much. Preston Parsons got some nasty, like really good takedowns, explosive. He's going to set them up with the striking. I know he's got no knockdowns or knockouts. He can strike though. I mean, I've seen the tape that I was able to go back and watch. He can strike, and he's gone up against some good competition out there. I took on Mike Perry early on. Got knocked out. Obviously, didn't end well for him, but took on Ignacio Bahamondes. Got submitted. He submitted Ignacio Bahamondes in the first round with an armbar, really good transitions on the ground. And I do like Parsons here as underdog because he's coming in a full camp. But the thing that scares me is that Semelsberger, Semed the Jedi, has a ton of power, man. He's knocked down all 6 of his last 7 opponents. So I can't really get there even at plus 110 or plus 115 for Parsons or whatever he's at right now. If it was anything over plus 150, I would think about it. Maybe put it like a half unit or a unit on it. But I've seen Parsons quit out there against Daniel Rodriguez, even though he took that on short notice, to be fair. But he did quit in that one. The way his body language didn't look too good in that one. So against Trevin Giles, he had a close fight against Trevin Giles, got jabbed up the whole time. But he was able to make the fight pretty close. So I'll pick the guy on full camp here, who's already supposed to be fighting on this card, but I can't get there even at plus money right now, slight plus money. So I'm just gonna stay and watch this as a fan.
Right on, Cody D.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, man, this is the hardest fight on the card for me to pick. It's a coin flip for me. I wish I could give you a better take. This is a tough one for me. I've kind of gone back and forth, and if I find myself going back and forth, I just say absolutely no betting. I used to in the past be like, you go back and forth, and then you kind of settle on one, and then you're like, okay, I see a value on this line. If I go back and forth as much as I have on this fight, I try to just taking my money out of it. I'll watch it as a fan. Like Pickem said, striker versus grappler. It's gonna be a fun one, man. I mean, is Parsons gonna get that early sub? Or is he going to get knocked out? I mean, we've seen both guys get tired, but I mean, Semelsberger got like 10 knockdowns in his UFC career already. I mean, I won't go down the Martin Sano fight. I actually met Sano, and I literally thought he was Nick Diaz's bodyguard because that's how he was acting. He looked like, anyways, another story for another day. But I'm not going to read too much into that one. Typically, Semelsberger hurts these guys but can't finish them. Is he going to show a little bit better fight IQ in this one? I mean, we've seen the dude's got – I feel you. But the dude's got lightning in those hands, man. He's a big guy. He cuts a lot of weight. I think if he catches Parsons we could definitely see him get the knockout. But if Parsons gets him down, I mean, Parsons, he's not a position over submission guy. This guy gets you down, and he is immediately looking to finish the fight, which I do like. He's fun to watch. But overall, this is such a coin flip. I'm going to go with Semelsberger, local guy. He actually trains like 30 minutes away from me. I know a bunch of his training partners. Overall, I'm going to lean with him to probably find the chin. I think he gets the knockout, but definitely cannot blame anybody on the other side. We've seen Semelsberger's takedown defense is not great. I could see Parsons getting him down. If he gets him down early, he probably will submit him. But I'll stick with Semelsberger. I'm going to pick him by knockout. Fight's just a coin flip for me. What about you?
Right on. Cody, start up. Yeah,
yeah. I'm with everything you guys said, man. Both these dudes are pretty untrustworthy. Semelsberger, I can't pick his fights right. I pick against him. I pick Jake Matthews. He wins. I pick him. He gets beat up by Medic. Like, he just has bad fight IQ. He knocks everybody down, and then he tries to go to the ground and finish them. Then he doesn't finish them. Then he tires himself out and he'll get beat up the rest of the round. Yeah, I'm like, I don't have a good read on this. I favor like Parsons to be able to get takedowns though. Like, I think that he's at least going to stick to one game plan. And if you've seen Semelsberger, he's been taken down a lot and kind of easy, like AJ Fletcher, Jeremiah Wells. And when you get him down, you can hold him down. So and Preston Parsons, it's just if his gas tank can hold up, because he might take Semelsberger down and hold him down for both rounds and come out gassed in the third and then get knocked out because Semelsberger still keeps power a little late. So it's a risky fight. I wouldn't bet either side. I'm going to lean Parsons. I'm going to lean Parsons to actually get his grappling going on a full camp and get the win here, but no bets on this fight.
Yeah, I'm the same. I think this is a coin flip fight. I kept going back and forth with it. I'm going to lean semi to win this one. Usually if it's a grappler versus striker, I always say this, I always lean the striker. I don't know why. It's just what I usually do. If it's a coin flip, give me the striker. So you guys said it all though. Like, I don't trust his fight IQ, Semelsberger's fight IQ. I don't trust Parsons' cardio after a round. I'll tell you that too. So there's just a lot of red flags on both these guys. You know, Semelsberger's taking this on somewhat short notice too. So how is his cardio going to do? He usually kind of gasses in the third round. Maybe he only has a round and a half this time. So if I wanted to play something though, I do think this fight goes over. I think the first round, there could be some, maybe some, sweaty moments, if you want to say, but I think they both survive the first round. I don't think there's going to be a knockout or there's going to be a submission. But then, once round 2 hits, though, I think it could be fair game for anybody. I think it's going to get a little bit sloppier. Maybe some stupid mistakes happen from Semelsberger. Maybe Parsons, keeps it on the feet. Maybe he doesn't go for takedowns because he's gassed and he only throws one punch at a time. And I've seen it all. It's just really hard to predict this fight and think what's going to happen. So that's why I'm staying away. But if I wanted to play something, I think I would maybe do the over here, just to hope that both guys just survive and just have bad game plans and, make a mistake after the first round and a half. But let's see what everyone else is saying. Kiwi said he's on Parsons, so back up the truck for semi. Couldn't pick his fights right to save my life. Yeah, I could. I think I picked most of his wrong too, so I'm right with you, man. Preston was getting messed up bad by Giles, though. I know Semi could land those same shots. Yeah, he's got some good straight shots. And I forgot to say hello to one of our special guests, Artem MMA. What is up, man? Look at these untrustworthy individuals. Ooh, you better be joking, son. Appreciate you coming out, man. As always, if you don't know who Artem is, check him out on YouTube. He does great breakdowns for everything. He does Dana White Contender Series, all that good stuff, too. So does great stuff. And he says Semelsberger has the worst fight IQ in the UFC. Watching him is too frustrating. Agreed. 100%.
Yeah. He's
and you can't back him. You can't back him with your money. It's just impossible.
I'm going to set a quick prayer for Oppo there.
What happened?
A quick prayer.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. Just a
good luck, man.
Your hair's turning gray on that one. You got Simi, aka worst fight IQ in UFC history, in a parlay.
Ooh. Parsons, he seems good. I don't know. I just don't know yet.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, and he's gonna have to show. He has to show me a little bit more too, because I don't know. I
Semi
expected
had to
more
take
from
this
him.
Fight. He's about out of the UFC, dude. Like I feel like he's on his way out.
Parsons does have good ground and pound though, and good submission game.
Good
He'll go
subs,
back and
man.
forth.
Yeah.
Ground and pound to submissions. But I can't trust him though. I trust
Johnny
either
K
one of
should
these
lead the
guys.
prayer. Maybe one day. I'm too shy right now. All right, next fight we got here. It's going to be Andre Arlovski versus Waldo Cortez Acosta. I don't even know who's going to start this one. Well, Cody, go ahead. Cody D.
Well,
All right. We were both got excited.
I know. I saw it like this. And I'm like,
All right, man. Hey, I don't have my tinfoil hat around, but you guys aren't gonna like this, and I was really hoping I was gonna go last on this one, so everybody would be like, "Yeah, chalk it up, real quick. We're not gonna get into this one. Andre's getting stiff." Look, don't get me wrong. Waldo should obviously win this fight. He's younger. He's bigger. Andre is literally the oldest guy in the UFC. He's stiff as a board. He's slow as molasses. He's slower. Waldo's bigger, stronger, younger. I get it. But, okay, who the hell has Waldo beat? Why are people acting like this is like the next heavyweight champion? Now, I get it. You don't have to be a champion to beat Andre Arlovski in the year 2024. Don't get me wrong. And, again, gun to my head, Waldo by KO. But plus 2,800 on Andre by split? Hold up, man. Hold up. I'm just keeping an eye. I haven't decided because I have made a lot of money over the past 5 years betting on Andre Arlovski by decision. And people can argue to their mom about who won a lot of those fights. I get the fights are so close. But at the end of the day, if you're a judge, you are a human being. If the fight's close, who are you giving it to? A guy you can't even pronounce his name, who should obviously win, and if it goes to decision, it's already a loss. Or the guy you've been watching fight for 15 years. Okay? Andre Arlovski is going to get it. If the fight's close, the judges are going to go with the guy who, first of all, shouldn't even survive 15 minutes. He also, I was watching him when he had the hair with the fang mouthpiece. I mean, first of all, if you haven't been checking Twitter lately, check them old throwback Andre Arlovski pics, because man was a man dime, bro. I mean,
he looked like what's that guy's name from Wham?
I've seen
what's that guy's name? Crap.
Dude looked like friggin'.
Dude looked like
what's his name that plays Wolverine, bro?
Yeah, I gotta figure out this guy. Not Wham. Not might be. Hold on. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I'm talking.
I've already gone long. Look, at the end of the day, it's the line. Of course, Waldo should win. He has every physical advantage there is. They're giving Andre this fight because they're saying, okay, dude, you want to stick around in your 45? We're gonna give you this guy that nobody knows, and he could potentially knock you out. The thing is, Waldo isn't some murderous power puncher. He's more of a volume guy. And of course, I think he's going to win the fight, but plus 1,000, Andre's not finishing him. If he wins, it is going to be a decision. So most likely it's going to be a close decision. So plus 1,000 or plus 2,800 for a split. I mean, at this point, I feel like I'm playing with house money. Andre has made me so much money over the years. I literally used to just blindly, I'd see Andre versus a prospect, and I would just bet him by decision. Because these are the typical fights where Andre typically wins. And I see that people are giving him shit for losing the DeLima fight and what's his damn name? Dontel Mays. And again, I get it. Those guys are low level. I get it, man. It's bad. It's a bad look. But
D1.
D1. But
D3.5.
I might look like a fool. He might get sparked. Again, I think that probably is the most likely scenario. But I think this line's off, man. It's a heavyweight fight. It's a guy who literally has beat nobody. He's knocked out bums, and now he's fighting, and he's not even knocking out a lot of these guys. But he's beat a lot of bums. He's fighting a guy, of course he should win. He has every advantage. But if you're giving me plus 1,000 for a guy to win in his only potential winning path, or his only path to victory is a decision, it's probably going to get some of my money. I haven't bet it yet because the line's only got better, but plus 1,000, plus 2,800. I don't know which I'm going to go with, but Andre Arlovski by decision in one way, shape, or form is going to get some of my money. I'm playing with house money. He's won me enough money. He deserves for me to take one more dice roll. So take it away, boys. Tell me why I'm an idiot.
All right, Cody. Go ahead. Start it off. The other Cody.
Yeah, dude. I mean, Arlovski was getting these gifted split decision wins back when he was a kid, man. He was 39 back then. You know, he's 46 years old now. He don't like to get hit. He doesn't like to get hit no more. He looked in worse shape this time. Like, I mean, I know he's getting paid pretty good to come in and win. Another thing, like, he doesn't pose any of the threats that like, he doesn't do. He's not a leg kicker. He's not a wrestler. He's not going to do none of that to Waldo. And like his main thing, what he does is, and how he got a lot of them split decision wins over these dudes is like they come in like Tanner Boser, Jake Collier, and all these dudes, Vandera, and they'll throw their punches, and Arlovski hits him with a big ass counter, boom, and hits him, and all of a sudden they're just doing a slow point fighting fight instead of just like going at him. If you watch Waldo, dude, when he gets kicked in the leg and gets hurt, he gets pissed and starts going after dudes, throwing big combos. They're in the small cage. Waldo's going to be so much faster, dude. When they're throwing hands, he's going to be so much faster than 45-year-old Arlovski. And like I said, I don't think Arlovski likes to get hit anymore. Like, DeLima dropped him with one shot. I mean, he's shown a little bit better durability, but I mean, and then Dontel Mays, he hurt him in the first round and then put him out in the second.
D1.
Yeah, so I think that like Costa, I'm not saying he's going to be a champion, but he's like decent for a heavyweight until he fights a good wrestler, you know, someone that can just hold him down, or another good leg kick guy. But even like Rodrigo, whatever, dude got his knee.
Oh, Rogerio?
Yeah, Rogerio DeLima. Yeah, he hurt him in the third round, even after getting leg kicked the whole time, you know, and hurt him.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I think at some point he catches Arlovski with a big shot and Arlovski turtles up. But yeah, man. And he's so durable. Like, I really don't see, and he's not, I don't like, he throws a lot of volume for a big dude too. So I don't see him just going a slow point fight with Arlovski. I think he gets him out of there in that big cage. He's a mean heavyweight, man. He's super durable. Mm-hmm. So, and I think he's probably going to feel a little better after getting that finish. Probably got 50,000 for that Bresky finish. He's probably going to want another one over Arlovski, and he should. You should finish Arlovski. So,
yeah, I agree. Pick him. Who do you like?
Obviously Acosta. I mean, I parlayed him back when he was minus 270 at one point. That was like a month ago, so it's been a while. So, I also parlayed him back when he's minus 395. So, I was willing to play him up to minus 400. But over minus 400, I still think he's going to win the fight. I'm pretty confident in that. I mean, the line is the way it is for a reason. Arlovski is like 45 years old at this point, probably like 100 years old in MMA. Mm-hmm. But I picked Arlovski against Dontel Mays. I'm one of those people that bet him against Dontel Mays. And the first round was looking okay. I mean, he got cracked a couple of times, was able to take those shots. Then Dontel Mays landed those 1-2s right down the middle, and that's all he wrote. I mean, Arlovski was done. I mean, even against Lima, he got cracked and got dropped, and he gave up that submission right away. He's like, I'm done. I don't want to be here no more. Mm-hmm. So I think the UFC is trying to get rid of him at this point. I think they're done paying him so much money to show up on these fight night cards.
That could be true.
I think that's why they're giving him Acosta at this point. They're trying to build Acosta up. I think Acosta's like a former baseball player, right? If I'm not wrong. So
yeah,
I think he's gonna swing one of these big hammers, and I think he's gonna put Arlovski down, and I think it's gonna be a quick stop. Is in the under round and a half at plus money. I think that's a good look there.
Right on. Yeah, I'm in agreement there. I think, unfortunately, I will say Waldo gets this one done. It's just the pressure and the cardio and the volume is going to get to Arlovski. If this fight gets out of round one, it's not going to take too much longer because, like you said, Pickem, like he doesn't want to really, if he gets hit really well, he's not going to want to be in there anymore. He's going to kind of cover up, and the ref is going to be like right there, ready to go. That's the last couple times he's lost, the ref was right there to stop it immediately, or he tapped right away. So to me, if he's in trouble and he knows he's not going to win this fight, like he's going to accept defeat. I don't want to say quit. He's going to accept it, and the ref's going to be like, "Yep, done. Stop it." So I see that happening in the second round at some point. If it doesn't happen in the first, let's put it that way. So I don't see this fight going in round 3. So I like Waldo KO prop. I know it's like minus 175 range or so. I think it's pretty solid. I think he gets it done. I don't see how this fight goes to decision. Let's put it that way. So Costa's going to get this one done, I think so.
Man, that line you got, Pickem, I didn't even know it was that low at some point.
Yeah.
You sniped that.
Some dog money came in on Arlovski early on when the lines opened up like a month ago. So
you are going against the Arlovski Whisperer, though.
Yeah, I'm done with Arlovski after that. What Don Tomeas did to him. If you're getting knocked out by Don Tomeas, like you're done. Like you should not be in the UFC at this point.
Since 2020, and I don't toot my own horn a lot, but at 6-1, and all of those are prop bets.
By decision.
Split decision.
Those are by decision. Aspinall, I'm good. I'm going to go ahead and lay off that one. Then German, Felipe, Bandera, Collier. Now, how many of those fights did he actually win? I don't know.
He could be 1-9 in his last 10.
I did bet
like
my
6 finished losses.
I did have egg on my face against the Lima. He got knocked out. But every single that was the only one that I bet that he didn't. So you're going against the Arlovski Whisperer, bro. I'm up on Arlovski. I'm playing with house money right now.
That's
true. You should be. I mean, if you're up that much, you should be playing with house money at this point.
Right.
It's an auto bet for me, man. Until they give him like, all right, you don't want to retire. Here's freaking. I mean, realistically, absolutely. Oh my god.
He needs a rebound.
He's a rebellion.
A short notice fight.
Arlovski puts that Medusa curse on guys, man. They get in there. He throws 2 strikes in the first round, and then they just.
Waldo ain't gonna do that.
No, there's no way.
Waldo's
speaking of house money, we got Johnny News in here. What is up? $10 donation. We always appreciate you, Johnny News. And check out Johnny Newquist on Twitter. He puts out his bets as well, too. Has great bets. Tomorrow's UFC, yes. Tell us some of your plays, Johnny.
Finally.
Finally, indeed. By the way, Mirky said Waldo opened up as minus 167 favorite on DraftKings. Holy shit. I did not even see that. And I use DraftKings all the time.
That's a good line right there.
Wow.
I got him at minus 420.
We got Fight Mike in here. What's up, man? He said Waldo Costa round 1 plus 200. That's a good
look,
line.
yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, that plus money on it.
Waldo.
If you got that odds, I mean, you won. Like, good job.
Johnny said, bet the favorites. I agree. This card is, I like a lot of favorites, put it that way.
Yeah.
I got it.
And the close fights are like so hard to pick.
I know. It could go
the next one. I'm sure the next one probably is the hardest one.
This is another one. This is another tough one. Phil Haas versus Bruno Ferrera. I'll start this one off. I'll take the hit, guys. This is gonna be I kept going back and forth with this one, but on paper, I will say Phil Haas is the better fighter. But I can't trust his chin. Can't do it. So I got to go with Bruno. That's my breakdown. He has the power. He can. You've seen it with Gregory Rodriguez. He was able to knock him out. He could definitely knock out Phil Haas with like a 75% power of that same shot, and he'd be out. So if Phil Haas wrestles early for the whole round, he has a chance to win this fight. I don't think he's going to win a striking fight for 3 rounds. There's no way. Can he knock him out? He can knock out Bruno. Bruno's chin has been dusted in his last fight too. So, but I trust Bruno's chin a lot more. So give me Bruno to win by knockout. I think he gets it done in the first round. I think it doesn't even go into the second. Pick him. Good.
Yeah, I'm on Bruno Ferrera here too. I think it's just has taken less damage than Phil Haas at this point. Even though Phil Haas can mix in the takedowns, he's an all-American wrestler. Never really shoots takedowns though. You can't really trust him to go out there and shoot takedowns. But maybe we see him shooting takedowns now that he's been knocked out back to back twice. I mean, Delise kind of just took his chin home with him, broke his leg. I don't know why the referee didn't stop the fight. I mean, his leg was completely gone there.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of sad to see that. Like, though, what Delise did to him was like just after that he's never been the same. I think so. I've been picking Ferrera and I bet him back when he was plus money. He opened up a plus 182 on DraftKings, so it's been the money lines. The money's been coming up the other way. So I didn't put too much money on it because I'm not like confident on it because I know Bruno Ferrera doesn't have a chin himself either. He got dropped with the jab and the grounded pound. It was done by Ruziboy, but Ruziboy was like a light heavyweight fighting at middleweight. So either way, plus money either way, I think is good. But I would trust the guy that's taking less damage, that's still got somewhat of a chin left. But I think Phil Haas is a better fighter, like you said. He's obviously the better fighter. Can go for submissions. Has been in there with some high level guys, like Imavov got the win over Imavov, even though that was a close fight. He's proven it more, but he just has no chin left. I mean, that's what we all know that he's got no chin left at this point.
Agreed. Blood money.
Yeah, I mean, Phil Haas should be like 75% odds favorite in like reality, but I'm with you guys, man. Like I bet Phil Haas a lot because I like to bet the better fighter in fights. And you're like, well, this time he ain't gonna get knocked out. But no, man, I laid off it last time and he started looking good, just like I would have broke down and said he's gonna win. And I can with a good conscience give people a Phil Haas pick, even though he should win and he probably will win. He could win, but I can't tell nobody to pick him after his chin. Like it's crazy. Like I stuck up for like Cody Garbrandt the other week and stuff like that, but that's different when you're fighting
Neck
a dude
tattoo
that's not a
parlay.
puncher. Yeah, when you're fighting a dude that's like not a crazy puncher, so it's a big difference. But yeah, man, like someone said, I forget, Ryan said the first shot, like Ferrera hit Bruno or RoboCop with a big shot right off the bat in that fight. Not even the one that ended up knocking him out, but early on. And yeah, man. But if, like you guys said, if Phil comes out and wrestles, he could win this fight. But like Bruno showed pretty good scrambles against Gregory Rodriguez in that first round. But how many times is he going to scramble up like that? He's like a little chubby dude. He should be a welterweight.
At least welterweight.
Yeah, he's not a big dude at all. So, but and it looked like he was slowing down. That's another thing that worries me is it looked like he was starting to slow down against Gregory Rodriguez. He was on short notice there, but it was like 3 minutes in. And they really didn't do nothing.
Yeah,
but we'll see, man. If Phil Haas was smart, he could come out here and try to wrestle people and get wins over these lower level guys that are just coming up, especially like a Brazilian dude that probably doesn't have the best wrestling at all.
Yep. Just
clinch him up against the cage and take him down. But we'll see what happens. But I'm going Ferrera by knockout, but I'm not betting it or nothing. So.
Right on. Cody D.
Yeah, man. I guess I'm on an island again by myself.
That's fine. I'm okay with it.
Whereas last fight,
Haas should win. If you don't get knocked out, he wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the last fight, I had the ultimate cop-out answer. Oh, I'm picking this guy. But you guys get the circumstances. Whereas in this fight, I'm just, obviously the odds are the reason. But I'm outright picking Haas. I get it 100%. You guys are making nothing but great points. This is only the second time I've bet Haas. The last time was an absolute smash spot. Duran win. I don't ever bet that amount of money on fights. I typically do one unit. If you see me do 2 units on a bet, I am extremely confident. That Duran win fight, I'm pretty sure it was a max bet. It was at least 3-4 units, and I never do that, ever. It was one of the few times last year I remember doing that. But, that was 22. But anyways, in this fight, 100%, I won't even go down the list of everything y'all just said. Haas is the better striker. He's the better wrestler, the better jiu-jitsu. He probably in the clinch up against the cage, he probably has advantages there. Even though Ferrera is not bad there, but at the end of the day, I try to go with skills. But you guys, valid point. It's a cage fight at the end of the day. If you can't take a punch in a cage fight, you're probably not going to win a lot of them. So that's why I don't bet Haas when he's a favorite. I bet Chris Curtis against him. Won money there. I didn't bet the last 2 fights that he had. Obviously, Aleskarov, that loss, you can't give him too much shit. That dude, Ikram seems pretty legit so far, for what we've seen. Dolidze, I always fuck up his name, but obviously super legit. And my God, you were right, Pickem. Why they didn't stop that fight? Haas was like a wounded animal out there. It was hard to watch that ending, but in this fight, I'm just saying, look, you're giving me underdog odds. The guy is literally better in every aspect of fighting. And honestly, I will say, I don't think Ferrera has the best chin either. Don't get me wrong. He's got a better durability and chin than freaking Phil Haas. But, Phil Haas, at least these guys who are KOing him, Chris Curtis, Ikram, and Dolidze, those are all scary finishers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have done him no favors. A lot of times the UFC, if they see a guy has one glaring hole, they'll try to give you okay, you're getting knocked out a lot. Let's give you a grab like they did to Mota. Oh, you're getting knocked out left and right. Let's give you a guy who can't possibly piece you up on the feet. and then he gets pieced up anyways. Maybe it'll be similar in this fight. But I'm going to just – it's a scary one. And I just gave somebody shit earlier for a fight that's going to take years off your life. This one's probably going to recede my hairline a little bit. But will Hawes be winning for 13 minutes and then eat a punch and get stiffed? It might happen. Mm-hmm. But overall, you're giving me – I haven't placed the bet yet because the odds have only gotten better. But, I mean, it's sitting right now, plus 115, plus 120. I'll wait until it starts to stop moving. And then, I mean, I'm just going to go with the guy with better skills and pray to God he can just keep his chin tucked for 15 minutes because I don't see a way Hawes wins this fight or loses this fight without getting knocked out. So, again, you guys make valid points. It's a cage fight. The number one thing I try to go to, or the two top things I like to go with, is cardio and durability. If you can give me those two things, I'll bet you against a guy with more skills most times. This is a rare occasion where I'm going to go with the guy who clearly does not have great durability, but I just feel like, my God, Hawes, go out here and wrestle this guy, man. You have all the accolades to just go out here and say, let me double my paycheck real quick and take the path of least resistance. Is he going to do that? I don't know, but I'll take the underdog money on Hawes. Definitely don't blame you guys, and I might look like a fool a minute in when he eats the first punch and gets stiffened up, but I'll take the shot.
Yeah, we could all say a little prayer for Hawes. Like, let's go out there and wrestle, guy. Come on, man, do it. We seen you do it once and you won.
Yeah.
What's up, Owen? He said, I joined the stream late. Did you guys pick Mota or Nolan? I think we all picked Nolan, but we're all a little skeptical a bit because of he's only had 6 fights, and Mota's not as bad as a lot of people think. His last fight didn't look good, I'll tell you that. But but we're all on Nolan. We all said KO, but we were a little skeptical. But we'll move on up to the next one here. We got a very good fight here. Ricky Simone versus Mario Batista, and I'll let Blood Money start this one.
Banger alert.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is going to be a good fight. Both these guys, I mean, I guess Simone ain't really a prospect no more. He's a little older. Neither one. I think, Batista's like 32, ain't he? He's older, too. I think
they're both about
30.
the same.
I think Batista's 30. Yeah.
Both, yeah.
31 and 30, yeah.
Yeah, Batista looked a lot bigger than Simone today at face-offs, but he's skinny. He's tall and skinny. Yeah. Simone's a little tank, dude, and he's still going to put weight back on because these dudes face off here a couple hours after doing it instead of, like a pay-per-view, they weigh in at 8, 9 in the morning, and then they don't face off till like 8 at night, so they go eat. They look a little thicker. But, yeah, man, I just think the Simone's going to, like, be better than Batista everywhere, other than maybe like Batista with the flying knee, to be honest. In the small cage, that helps Ricky Simone's style. Pressure wrestling, and he's got good striking. So it's not like if Ricky Simone comes out here, can't get his wrestling game going, he's just screwed and going to get beat up. Like, I just watched Damone Blackshear beat Batista. I don't care what anybody says. Like, dude, they gave that a unanimous decision, and one of the judges gave him a 30-27 when Blackshear clearly won the first round.
That was crazy.
Blackshear clearly won the first round. So, like, when they called 30-27, I'm like, damn, Blackshear won that. But it was a really good fight. But, yeah, dude, Ricky Simone has way better wrestling than Blackshear. He's going to be able to take him down. I watched Guido Canetti reverse the takedown from Batista, pick him up and run him across the ring and slam him down. If Guido Canetti's doing that to you, and then he reversed it and finished him like he should. But, like, if he's doing that to you, Ricky Simone's definitely going to be able to do it. And then for 3 rounds, Ricky Simone can go from striking like Batista. It's not like he's got these crazy one-punch knockouts or nothing. Like, he has that flying knee. He is dangerous, but, like, I don't think he's like crazy dangerous. Ricky Simone's a tough dude. He's fought some of the best people in the world. And I think that he's going to be able to grapple Batista. I think he's going to be able to get low on Batista's legs, pick him up, take him down. I think he stays safe. Batista's more jiu-jitsu on top. Like, he's got good chokes and stuff like that from the top, but I'll see him arm barring him or nothing like that. So give me Ricky Simone. I've been high on him for a long time. I picked Song Yadong against him last time just because I knew Song had like excellent takedown defense and then was going to have the better striking. But in this one, like, I don't really see where Batista's better other than maybe like an explosive knee. But then like Ricky Simone could club and sub his ass. Like I've seen him get subbed by Sandhagen. I've seen him get clubbed by Trevin Jones. You know what I mean? So if they can do that, I'm sure Ricky Simone can. You've seen him knock out a Sunsao, hurt Jack Shore and then finish him. If he can do that to Shore, he can do it to Batista. I think he's a level above, and he's like 10 rankings above him too. So
Yeah.
Step down a little bit in competition from Yudong Song. Give me Ricky Simone, man. I think he gets a dominant decision. Maybe a club and sub, though.
Yep. Cody D, what do you like?
Yeah, man. I saw you were on Ricky Simone, and definitely love to see it because I'm pretty heavy on Ricky Simone here for all the reasons you just said. I mean, Song Yadong, that's a different animal, man. Who has Mario fought that's anywhere in the stratosphere of Song Yadong? Dude, Song Yadong has a good chance, even though this is the toughest division in the UFC currently. Song Yadong he could be a champion. I mean, he's still so young. He could end up being a champion before his career is over. Who has Mario Batista beat? I mean, like Cody said, he barely got by Blackshear. Now, Blackshear's legit. Like, that's not a bad win, but it was close, man. And yeah, like you said, I was like 30-27.
Yeah, that's
What?
wild.
And Blackshear was on super short notice.
Yeah, I
too.
was just about to say, on
6
short
days.
notice. 6 days. If Blackshear, the thing about Blackshear, and I'm actually pretty high on Blackshear. I like the guy. He's legit. They really need to. They've been doing him kind of dirty with these matchups, but I actually think the guy's super legit. But the thing is, his wrestling, he's more of like a like once he gets you to the ground, he's got high level grappling. He's not some high level wrestler. If Blackshear's taking you down like he did, what is Ricky Simone gonna do? We're in the small cage. Ricky Simone. Mario Batista he's bigger. He's not bigger by a ton, but he is taller. That's going to help Ricky Simone. Lower center of gravity. He's going to get under those hips and he's going to take him down. Especially coming off a loss, that makes me even more confident. It's not like he took an outrageous amount of damage. He's going to come in here. This is a guy who's not fighting for the money. He is trying to be champion, and it's one of the best, if not the best division in the UFC. Simone's going to be doing whatever it takes to get a dub. And he's not going to be out here fighting for performance bonuses. That's one thing as, fellow bettors of the sport. You want guys like people, he's boring. He's boring. Good. Give me a boring guy all day. It's going to save my hair. It's going to save my years on my life. Ricky Simone's going to coming off a loss. He's going to do what he got to do to get the win. He's going to go out here. He's going to shoot a takedown in the first minute and a half. I think he's going to get him. But Batista's a solid grappler. He's pretty good grappler on top. The thing is, I've seen him accept bottom. I've seen him get taken down. And on the feet, I don't think he's got some big advantage. I think the striking is going to be pretty close. Both guys we've seen clipped. And my God, if I have to hear one more person talk about Ricky Simone getting knocked out by Uriah Faber, look, we get it. Okay? But the thing is, if Faber's going to beat anybody at that point of his career, it was going to be by knockout. Faber's, or guillotine. But, Faber has a good little overhand right, overhand left. Like, he can come with those big one-shot, just because he doesn't have a ton of one-shot knockouts. Like, dude, that was a hard punch. And he caught him perfectly. So, I don't read into that. First of all, that was years ago. Ricky Simone has came a long way since then. I think Batista's legit, and, I don't blame anybody betting him. He's a good fighter, but this is a big step up. Ricky Simone could be fighting for a title. If he would have won that Song Yadong fight, he'd be a fight away from a title, a title shot, probably. I mean, maybe not because of politics, but as far as resume, look at who he's fighting and look at who. Batista 2 fights ago was fighting Guido Canetti, a 48-year-old bantamweight, okay? This ain't Guido Canetti, bro. This is another animal. So give me Ricky Simone. That's the second half of my parlay. If I would have got on him when it was minus, I saw some people had minus 150, then I probably would have just took him straight. I don't typically parlay people who are under. I got him at minus 170, minus 168 or something.
I got him 155. I love it.
Nice.
Love
that's a good line. I was tempted to just lay that straight. I ended up parlaying him up with Van, which I'm not going to lie. That size discrepancy with Van scares me a little bit. But
love it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
That's got to have pretty good odds, too, though. Plus 150 or something?
Yeah, it was plus 148, plus 150.
142, too. 142.
I like it.
Yeah. I like my chances there. I think both guys get it done. Not one I want to play a prop because I could see Ricky Simone knocking him out. We've seen Batista get hit. I could see him winning a decision. I could see him taking him down and submitting him. So wouldn't play a prop on this one. I'm going to go with the guy I just think is more well-rounded, better fighter, fought much better competition. I think Ricky Simone bounces back, gets a good dub here. So give me Ricky Simone. I'm parlayed him up. Wouldn't play a prop, but I like him on the money line.
Perfect. Pick him.
I'm on Ricky Simone, but I'm not as confident as you all, though, because I do think Mario Batista is pretty good. I mean, he's making some improvements out of training at our MMA lab right now. So the thing about Mario Batista is I don't think he's got the power that CotyDankh has. And I bet CotyDankh by KO against Ricky Simone because I knew that training at Team Alpha Male was going to really improve his takedown defense. But he got taken down a couple of times, couldn't really Simone couldn't really hold him down or do anything from top position. And CotyDankh was able to pop right back up to his feet and start cracking him, dropped him like 2 or 3 times, and then eventually finished him in the 4th or 5th round. Can't remember exactly which one it was, but I don't think Mario Batista has the power to like crack him like that the way CotyDankh did. And I don't think Batista's grappling is like submission game is that good where he can catch him in a submission. So I do have a Ricky Simone and long shot parlay right now at -142 I had Norma Demon in there, Costa and Nolan in there, but Norma Demon's out now, so it's only 3 leg now. But yeah, it's -143, -142 early on. So anything under -150, I was gonna play more money line maybe. But now -180, like I don't know. I think that's a little bit too wide for me because I do think Batista is like he's got some momentum right now. But that fight against Blackshear, I mean, I was sweating that one because I had a money line play on Batista, and that was like 2-1-1 heading into the 3rd round. I mean, I don't know why one judge gave him a 30-27. Like that was wild.
Yeah.
I mean, but thing about Blackshear was he took that on short notice, like a couple of days, like you said, Cody. So he couldn't really keep the pace going, but he was able to get his back some couple of times, get him down to the ground, even land some shots on the feet too. So, but yeah, I don't think Batista's as good as CotyDankh. So maybe he comes out here looks much better this time. Maybe Simone is doesn't look like himself because he got knocked down pretty bad, brutally. But yeah, it's only a half unit long shot parlay, so I'm not really looking to play like a lot of money on this fight. I do think this fight goes over like 1.5 rounds though, but it's probably like wide though. But yeah, that's my breakdown.
It's good for a parlay.
Decision. Yeah,
the over 1.5 is not bad for a parlay piece, like a super safe one if you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on Simone here too. I like him a lot. I know when I did my breakdowns, when I did my breakdown early this week, I wasn't as high as on him as I got throughout the week because I was thinking about it more and more. I thought he was going to win, and I'm thinking, like I said, okay. Maybe I talked myself into a bet. I don't know. Either way, picking him to win, though, I think this is just a bad stylistic matchup from Batista. He gets taken down a little too easy for my liking against a very good wrestler who's relentless and has 3 rounds of cardio to do it. So to me, the more times that Batista has to defend those takedowns, the more tired he's going to get, and the takedowns are going to come easier. And I think that's what's going to happen. And I could see a late finish and I could see a decision. So that's why I just went money line. I got him at -162, but I'm pretty happy with that price. Actually, I think he should be closer. I think he should be closer to where it's at now, like -200 range or a little bit under that. I think that's probably where it should have been. But 150 is also great for everybody who got it too. So I think he gets it done. I'm confident. There you go. It's a Johnny K stamp of approval, guys. So load it up.
Weirdly confident.
Let's go.
I'm weirdly confident. I forgot about that.
Go.
Yes, I am very weirdly confident, actually.
The 50th street.
Any action, Effie, from any action sportscast. What is up? He said small cage helps Ricky here. In my opinion, I agree as well. Because he's gonna be the one pushing forward, and Batista is gonna be a little hesitant to go forward. So we'll see what happens. But definitely check out Any Action Sportscast on YouTube and go over there and give him a follow. He needs all those subscribers. He should be up to 1,000. So go ahead. He does breakdowns each and every week too.
I'm gonna subscribe.
There you go. Any Action Sportscast, not Effie. Dev said Mario easy money. Ooh, undefeated. Who's undefeated? And we got Mike in the house with the $20 donation. What is up, Mike? Appreciate you. Love the show. Johnny K and Blood Money. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, Mike.
That's what we love to hear, dude.
Man.
We got to make this show huge on Friday night, man. This show, by the end of the year, we should have like 200 people watching at all times, making money. We bring on the best guests in the game, and then we get our picks. Come on, man.
Hell yeah. Ice Viking said I bet Simone at minus
That's a
150.
great
There
line.
you go.
Yeah, that's a great
That's a
line.
great line.
There we go. And we got Justin in the house. What's up? Much love to Blood Money, but I don't know about the Miller Lite guy. I'm still on the fence. Just kidding, Johnny. I don't have any Miller Lights. This is okay.
What?
Real quick.
What the
I
heck?
don't have any
happened?
beer at my house. It's weird doing a live without having
How'd
beer.
that happen on a Friday night?
I don't know, because it was crazy this week. I didn't get to the store to get beer. I was running
Now you're
around.
in the-
I couldn't stop before the live stream.
Yeah, I feel that.
Oh man, so I don't have any
As long
beers.
as you have them for tomorrow.
Yes, I will.
He's
but
like,
it's crazy.
A lot of people's on the fence about Johnny. I think you're growing on him. I think you're growing on him.
Yes, all right. We're good.
Take
All
that,
right.
Justin. That's my dude.
That's
We're all
right.
gonna have to go out. Everybody, you're all invited to the bar.
Yes, sir. Co-main event now: Jimmy Miller versus Gabriel Benitez, and I will let Cody D start this one off. It's a good fight.
Hey man, this is a banger. I'm glad that Jim Miller is getting some respect put on this co-main. Obviously, he got bumped up because we did lose the cop fight, which does suck. But I think this is going to be a banger, man. Honestly, I mean, I got to meet Jim Miller. Dude is literally one of the guys. Like, I got to talk to him for like an hour and a half at a jiu-jitsu tournament. My team was competing against his. We had like 3 guys competing against each other. So we sat there and talked. And we were talking for like 45 minutes, and then he casually is like, yeah, I got a fight coming up. And then casually just throws it out there. Oh, it's on this card. I'm like, wait a second. That's UFC 200, bro. You're just going to casually say, yeah, I'm fighting on UFC 200. No big deal.
No big deal.
Like, he's just so likable, and I try to put that out the window when I make my bets. But, like, I am biased. I will be the first to tell you. I love Jim Miller. Dude is who doesn't love Jim Miller? Okay.
Check his Instagram out. His Instagram's great. He's smart as shit.
Yeah, he's so wholesome.
And funny.
I
Funny,
love Jim
wholesome
Miller,
content.
dude. I've been following him for years.
Yeah.
10, baby.
Jim Miller's the man, and he fights. I mean, he doesn't have boring fights, man. Like, if he has a boring fight, it's because his opponent goes in there and makes it boring. Jim Miller, his whole career comes in and he tries to finish you. And whether it's a submission, whether it's a knockout. It's crazy. He's been finding his power lately because he's never been like a real big power guy. I just think when they give him these prospects, it's experience, man. Experience. It's a balance in this sport of you want to have as much experience as you can with having the least amount of damage and hurt to your durability. And obviously Miller's been through the ringer, but man, like he has a way of just keeping that durability as long as he has, man. And man, God, all I really want, win or lose. I mean, obviously we want him to get that win. Spoiler alert, I got Jim Miller. I got him plus 105. I didn't get the line. Some of y'all did, but I did take him at plus money right before it became, chalk. I did get him plus 105. Some of y'all got some crazy lines. Congrats. I'm sure Pickem over here, the sniper himself.
It was plus 114, not that bad. It was,
all right, rub it in,
close
rub
by.
it in. Nah, that's nice, but yeah, I mean, Jim Miller, I just think he's got the grappling advantage. He's got the finish upside. Like, Benitez, like, obviously he's got a nasty body kick. We hear it every time he fights. How they say at AK, he's got the nastiest body kick at the gym. He's got good leg kicks. Maybe that could be an issue. I was pleased to see, as much as I wasn't with the Van fight, I liked how these guys sized up. I thought Benitez was going to have a little bit more size on him, but no, they sized up well. I just feel like Miller's got more paths to victory, man. I think Miller is still motivated. He's 40, but I think he still comes in there. He fights like he is not just collecting a check, man. I think he's coming in here to win. I think if it goes to the ground, he's going to have a big advantage. On the feet, I actually think he's got a boxing advantage. I mean, like, we don't see him fight a lot of southpaws, but, Mowgli is more of like a kicker. His hands aren't like super clean, and we see him. He's there to be hit. So I think Jim Miller could knock him out. I think he could get the club and sub. Overall, I'm probably going to lean with the club and sub. I've been back and forth, knockout sub. I could see it going both ways. I'm going to say he lands that piston of a left hand and finds the choke, man. I think Miller, the finish upside's on him. I plus money. I mean, if you said plus 114, congrats. I think he's the side. I was surprised. I thought a lot of people were going to be on Mowgli. I don't know if it's because Miller's such a fan favorite, but seems like a lot of people are on him as an underdog. I'm surprised the line isn't crazier. But, yeah, man, I like Jim Miller. I wasn't going to play a prop because I could see him literally winning by decision, knockout, or sub. But that's exactly why I'm going to go Miller. So give me Miller straight plus 105. How about y'all? What are y'all feeling?
Love it. Pick him.
Yeah, I'm on Jim Miller, obviously. I mean, I just said that I got him at plus 114, but I was thinking about betting him at plus 130, but I was thinking too much about that he's 40 years old, this and that. So a lot of early money came in on Mowgli, though. I mean, a lot of early money, like a lot of people were high on him early on. Then a lot of the public start getting to Jim Miller. Now the money line's coming down to Jim Miller now being the favorite, minus 150, I think, the last time on that side. I think Jim Miller should be the favorite. He's been active lately. He's been putting in the work. He's been going out there, found power lately. So he's been knocking these fools out. Obviously not the best competition out there. I mean, Jim Butler, whatever that guy's name is, he's obviously not UFC level. Jesse Butler, yeah. Obviously not UFC level, but that was short notice for Butler. I think he's supposed to fight someone else.
Don't put Jimmy Butler in there. Right, my bad.
It's all good. But yeah, so Jim Miller, I think he's got the grappling advantage, of course. The only thing that Mowgli has is the kicking, like you said. He's got better kicks. He's training at AKA. I mean, he's got better kicks. He's got good enough takedowns too. But I think if he goes for takedowns, Jim Miller can catch him in a guillotine, like he did against Guida. I think he caught him in like a guillotine after he cracked him on the feet. But Jim Miller can get cracked, but he's got a good enough chin where we can trust him. Personally, I wouldn't play him at minus 150. I think that the 40-year-old age is like back of my mind still. Like, I'm still thinking about that. But I still think that he's just got the experience at 40 years old to beat these guys that outside the like top 30, top 20, whatever. Guys like Mowgli, who hasn't been active, hasn't fought in a year and a half. So obviously Jim Miller, I think, is going to get it done. I would play at this point, I would look at the inside the distance plus 150 for Jim Miller, because I do think this fight's going to be finished inside the first 2 rounds. And I think Jim Miller can club and sub him or just knock him out on the feet. He's got a good enough power. And Bonitz doesn't have a good enough chin to really take the big shots that Jim Miller's going to land. But the 40-year-old age is still like in the back of my head. I mean, obviously has to be MMA. So, but I don't think Jim Miller is like slowing down yet. I think we're going to see him get a win here and then be on UFC 300. So I'm praying to the MMA God that's what happens. But let's go. Let's see what happens. I mean,
yes, sir.
It's going to be a good fight.
Blood money.
Yeah, I think Jim Miller's the better fighter everywhere outside of like leg kicks. And I mean, like Bonitz has decent boxing with some pop, but he's not knocking nobody out cold. Jim Miller's got way better grappling. It's not like Bonitz grappling's terrible, but Jim Miller subs good dudes, you know? So like Donald Cerrone has good jiu-jitsu. Like his chin might be gone, but his jiu-jitsu is still pretty good. And he was able to sub him pretty quick. These guys are going to go at it. This fight's going to go under 1.5. Like Mowgli's finished 19 of his 23 wins. Like 7 of his last 10 fights have gone under 1.5. I expect Jim Miller to win here. He's finished his last 8 wins in under a round and a half. So I don't know why that trend would stop here when he's fighting a dude that's not durable. Mowgli's been finished 6 times in his career. So give me Jim Miller one way or the other, either knockout. We've seen Mowgli getting starched, knocked out cold too. I've seen like Billy Quarantillo beat him down. What's his name? David Onama knocked him out cold. I like Jim Miller here. And in the small cage, both these dudes go at it. Like against Onama, like Bonitz landed like 46 significant strikes or 50 significant strikes in the first round. And if he does that with Jim Miller, I just feel like Jim Miller can hit him with head kicks, a whole bunch of different stuff. And Jim Miller's just a naturally bigger dude. He's fought up at 170, where Bonitz is getting knocked out cold at 145, you know? So give me Jim Miller, and I think he gets it done by finish. I think he gets it done in the first round, like a club and sub or just club, man.
Right on. Yeah, it's Miller time, guys. I'm on Miller as well. Like he's just the better fighter everywhere, and he's been more active. And it's weird to say he's 40 years old. He's the more active fighter. Bonitz hasn't fought in about a year and a half, and that kind of scares me a little bit more than Jim Miller being 40 years old, actually. So activity and there's long layoffs. Like he's gonna be a little rusty. Jim still's got it. He still has it. We've seen it. He's got the hands. He's been knocking people out. It still has his all of his chokes, all the good grappling. Like to me, I think this is a good like entryway to UFC 300 right here. I'm telling you, like he's gonna fight somebody. He's probably gonna fight somebody pretty good though at 300. But this is a good warm up if you want to say. I don't want to say too. That'd be awesome. But yeah, I think Jim Miller wins this one. I didn't get the plus money line. I got minus 110, unfortunately, but I'll take it. I like it. This shouldn't be a pick 'em. What happened? Who are you laughing at?
Justin got your ass down there.
Saying Miller time. I know.
That's hilarious.
I would have massively respected that. Miller
That's good.
I
don't have
one. Damn it.
Yeah, that's disrespectful,
But,
Johnny. You should have had one.
I also think Miller gets a finish. I don't know if it's gonna be a submission or a knockout, but I just don't see this fight going all 3 rounds for sure. So, give me Miller.
He gets the win, and then they give him T Ferg. Even though he's gonna put my boy T Ferg, he's probably gonna.
I would like to see that.
That'd be a good fight, though.
Yeah, I'd pick Jim Miller in that one. Unfortunately for T Ferg.
Yeah, that'd be good. I'll watch it.
All right, guys, we got the main event now. We got about 60 people in here. So if you didn't hit the like button yet, please hit that like button. If you don't know who CotyDankh is or Pickem MMA or this guy below me, Mr. Pay-Per-View, definitely check all of them out. The links are in the description below. So go over there, give them a follow, and we would greatly appreciate that. So we got Magomed Ankalaev versus Johnny Walker, and I am going to let Pickem start this one.
So obviously we all know Magomed Ankalaev is way better fighter. I mean, everywhere this fight goes, I mean, you can hold him down, grapple him on the feet. I mean, Johnny Walker's dangerous, of course, can land some flying knees like he was close to landing there in the first fight. But I just don't see it. Even when I think about this fight, I just don't see Walker knocking him out. I mean, obviously it's light heavyweight, so anything can happen at this with this big boy. So I just don't see it happening. I don't have any money on this fight as of right now. I've been thinking about over 1.5 rounds because I do think Magomed can just I don't think he's a safe fighter. He goes out there and he doesn't really trade with early on since he's been in the top 10. He goes out there, he's just trying to hold these guys down a little bit early on. Then he'll start cracking these guys later, start looking for the finish. But maybe now that he's had two no contests back to back. Against John Blachowicz, I mean, he was getting his legs kicked off, and that was not a good look there. Then eventually went to the grappling in the 4th and 5th round. Thought he should have got the win there, even though I bet John Blachowicz there at plus money. I thought Ankalaev did enough there to get the win by 49-46. But the judges didn't agree there, but I guess it is what it is because he was getting his leg kicked off. I don't think Walker has a good enough chin where he can just start kicking his legs off and take the punches that he needs to. Like John Blachowicz has a really good chin on him, so he can take those big shots from Ankalaev. And we've seen Walker get giraffe syndrome that he has. I mean, so I don't trust the Magomed Ankalaev at -500. Maybe just with me because I do think that he's gonna win. I'm pretty confident in him winning. I just can't get there. I can't get there to parlay him at -500 or play even the inside the distance. I was thinking about maybe decision because I think this fight could go a little bit longer. Maybe he just wants to get a win at this point because he's had no decisions for the last 2 fights. But maybe he comes out here. He wants to finish now that he's pissed off after what happened in the last fight, even though that was his fault. I mean, he legally need him. Should have been a DQ to be fair, but
yep.
I don't know. I'm just gonna watch this as a fan. I think hopefully I'm hoping to be up by the end of the card, so I'll just watch this as a fan and sit back and crack one open and just have fun with it, and just see. I hope Walker knocks him out because it'll be fun. It'll be fun to see Walker versus Ferrera or someone like that. But just gonna watch this as a fan. No money on it personally. I've been thinking about. I think the over 1.5 can hit, but -180 for over 1.5. I don't know if I can trust that with Johnny Walker chin. And this fight IQ sometimes is suspect. So I'll pick Ankalaev by decision for now. I think he could find a finish late. But even the decision prop is it was +800 or I was thinking about it. Ended up not playing it because I'm Walker just has no chin too. So I do think his chin's looking a little bit better lately. He's not really getting knocked out brutally. But I don't know. I'm just going to stay far away from this one betting wise. But Magomed Ankalaev by decision, yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you one bit. Cody D.
Yeah, I mean, do you really want to bet -5, -600 against Johnny Walker? I mean, like you said, I think Ankalaev is better everywhere, literally better everywhere. But Walker he's a shit-eating wild man, just an absolute shit-eating wild man. And I mean, God, imagine a world where he lands that knee from the first fight where he bent over and then threw the craziest knee I've ever seen. Dude, that would have knocked out a horse.
Oh, yeah.
If that lands on a horse's chin, is out cold. So Walker could definitely knock him out. I get you wanted to play safe. on the, I guess, chance because Ankalaev's one loss is that sub, but that's Paul Craig. Realistically, if Walker wins, it's by KO. Why not turn a plus 400 into a plus 700?
Yep.
Then again, it's MMA. I get it. Maybe he gets guillotined or something. My God. But, overall, I'm not going to go too long with this. Ankalaev is more technical everywhere. I think he's a better fighter everywhere. I think most likely he's going to ground and pound him out and finish him. Not really a guy who takes a lot of risks, and that's why a lot of people hate watching him fight, because he's a guy who – and I've been on the – until these last couple of fights, I've been saying for years, Ankalaev is the best 205er in the world. Mm-hmm. He's going to get the belt. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. But after these last couple of fights, I'm like, dude, your fight IQ. First, you tap to a triangle with 1 second left.
That was crazy.
That's either a rigged fight. I'm sorry. And that's a discussion for another day. Your corner, I would fire my entire corner. I'd have to go back and listen to audio. If they weren't screaming, 5 seconds, 4, you're good. You just don't die. You're good. Especially because a triangle, it's not like you're getting your neck cranked. If you tap to a triangle with 1 second left, it's either rigged or you have the worst fight IQ in the history of fighting, besides Andre Soccer Mom. No. But anyways, Ankalaev should win the fight. I do like. I had to place a little bet on Ankalaev by decision, because plus 550. If the fight goes to decision, we know who won. I don't even There's no world where Walker wins a decision. I saw plus 750. I wasn't quick enough. That line literally, people the same day it dropped to 550, and I took it. So plus 550, do I think it's going to cash? No, I think Ankalaev is going to TKO him. But plus 550, if the fight goes, we're looking at a guy who typically fights so boring. He doesn't take any risks. He's coming off 2 no contests. He's probably the best 205er in the world. Would I be shocked if he goes out here and just lays an egg and just holds him up against the cage for 2 rounds, takes him down, subtle ground and pound? I will not be shocked if it goes to decision. So I'll take Ankalaev for the value, plus 550. I have a couple safe bets on this card, and then I have some crazy shit. And sometimes you gotta play the line. If you're gonna give me plus 2,800 on a split with Andre, I'm gonna get a little frisky sometimes. I'm never one of the value boys. I like to win, or I like to pick winners. But
pick winners, bro.
If Ankalaev doesn't get knocked out, he's gonna win. So plus 550 and a genuine path to victory, I will not be shocked if he goes out there and does what he's done time and time again. So give me Ankalaev, probably TKO, but plus 550, I'll take it. Take it away, boys.
Love it. Cody, the other one.
Yeah, man. I'm taking, just like you guys said, Ankalaev. He's the better fighter. I ought to take him, but if he loses, it's going to be by knockout. That's the only way he loses. Well, he's fighting one of the biggest knockout artists in the division. So to take him at minus 550. Second off, if you watch the first fight, dude, I don't draw that much good stuff. I think he's close. I don't think Johnny Walker was landing some nice leg kicks, like Cody said, with that knee, and he's freaking dangerous as hell, man. I'm staying away from this. Another thing is, in the first fight, I bet the over 1.5, right? And I didn't touch it in this one. Not only are they in the small cage, so these big ass dudes are going to be right in their face the whole time, but dude, they came out in that first fight fucking swinging. Ankalaev threw 2 head kicks, through them big body punches. Johnny Walker's throwing that big ass knee. Both them dudes, Walker used to come out real fast, but now he's been coming out a little slower and a little. Ankalaev usually comes out decently slow. Them dudes in the big cage in Abu Dhabi came out, both of them, fast, and I'm like, damn, dude, for my under. So in this one, I'm worried about that. I think it can go over, but dude, in that small ass cage with these dudes, it could be over at any time. Walker can get finished at any time, and then Walker could just land some weird spinning elbow, flying knee, whatever. So I'm staying far away from this. I'm just going to watch it as a fan, but give me Ankalaev. I think he could win by decision too, but I don't know. In that small cage, dude, anything can happen. So just give me Ankalaev because he's the better fighter if you don't get knocked out. But I've stayed away from everything. Nothing on this stuck out to me as I need to bet this. Maybe if Ankalaev was minus 240 or something.
Yeah, that would have been a good parlay piece.
But it's still when you betting a dude that's minus 550, that's fighting one of the most dangerous guys. The dude's 6'6" with an 82-inch reach, and then he fucking flies and does unorthodox stuff, man. that's the dude that knocks out these fucking badass dudes.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That like hits them with some shit they're not used to seeing in the gym. So
Mhm.
I'm staying far away from that line. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't like the line either, but
Can't wait to watch it though. You know
Yeah,
what I
it's a
mean?
good
But
fight.
yeah, for sure. The first fight, I actually did pick Johnny Walker. I thought he was going to maybe be able to land something crazy like that knee, which was this close.
Yeah.
But you know, we saw that fight happen for about 3 minutes, and we saw the writing on the wall. Like Ankalaev is the better fighter, so I'm picking Ankalaev here, and I'm switching my pick. I usually don't do that, but
that's bad juju, man. Now Walker.
it is. Now Walker's probably going to win. So
you know,
it
the
is what
only
it
time
is.
I've done that. You know, the only time I've done that. You don't know what it was.
Who was it? I know. I remember I told you. I was like, I usually don't do that.
Versus Malquez
Oh,
Costa.
yeah.
And I
Yeah.
picked Steve Garcia the first time. And then after he missed weight, I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? I'm like something. But it was a way big advantage for him to have the fight at 155. So, but
Mhm.
yeah, I switched it, and then he beat the shit out of him. So I'm
But yeah, this is a 5-round fight now too. I think the other one was only going to be 3. So
Three. Yeah.
they may go into this fight
5
wanting
rounds
to.
in a small cage, so that changes
Yeah.
a lot of stuff.
So I don't think it's gonna. It might, but I don't think it's gonna be as crazy as it was in the first
But
one.
see,
because
even if they want to start slow, though, that little cage kind of forces the action. So these
True,
two
it
big
does.
motherfuckers are going to be right there.
We'll
Johnny
see.
Walker's got 84 in a streak.
yeah,
I'm
I
saying
think
we should.
I
Go
think
ahead.
the first round is gonna go into the second, and then I think that's when the guns are gonna start going and they're gonna start shooting. You know, hopefully one hits or whatever. But
So, like, one question real quick. So when Walker was getting up from that takedown, like I wasn't feeling that great about it. Like Ankalaev, when he was getting up, I don't know. It feels like Walker, he's going to be throwing big strikes in this fight. I think he knows he can't win technically. I don't know.
oh
I
yeah,
think it's gonna be
he better
crazy,
know
dude.
that, especially after last fight.
Yeah.
He better. He got bailed out. He was trying to do what he needed to do to win the
Right.
fight, but the judges gave it a no contest. It should have been a DQ.
I thought so too. I was so happy
Yeah.
when because I would have lost.
me
I'd be
too.
under
I had a
over
parlay
or
too.
over 1.5. So it would've been-
It should have been a DQ, but
hey, chill.
it is what it is.
Chill out a little
But
bit,
it is
man.
what it is. Hey,
I
I
bet
didn't
you're
know
fun at
money on this fight.
parties.
I just picked Walker. I wanted my pick to be right.
I bet you're fun at parties.
It is. Just shut up, But yeah, that's all we got. We are done with the fights. Let's see what everyone else says here real quick. Let's see. Jaden said Ankalaev's 1-5 in finishes lately.
1-5.
I think 1-5. I think Walker has a good chance. He does. I think he's got if you want to say a puncher's chance or a flying knees chance. Yeah, I think he
Yeah.
does for sure.
A Giants chance.
Yeah, he's a giant, man.
Yeah.
If they fight like that first fight, I'm just gonna rip my. If the first round starts and they start how the last fight goes, I'll just go.
Dude, he could do like a Superman knee off the cage instead of like a Superman punch off the cage. He could jump off the cage and go across that whole little.
He's a
apex
freak, man.
Yeah.
with his knee in the air, dude, and hit something. That first knee, when you watch that like reel that you see it
Yeah.
in slow mo, and his knees fucking that big like a horse, dude. It was like that close, and that would have. Whoever he
I would've
hits
knocked
with
him out
that,
for
you're-
sure, yeah.
you're-
We were
yeah,
just seeing the
100%.
first death. That would have been
You're
the first
done.
death.
It
Yeah,
would have been
especially
bad.
because Ankalaev, it was one of the ones because we've seen it a couple times in UFC where a dude had like Matt Wyman, where somebody has somebody hurt and they're going in for that finish and then just get dusted.
Mhm. Yep.
And Ankalaev's
But-
been dropped before too. I mean, Santos dropped him, right? I mean, Thiago Santos, I think. So
Yeah.
he can get dropped too.
Yep.
Nah, I need Walker to come in like he did against Santos. Just do the John
gun shy
Kavanaugh.
as shit.
Yeah.
That was probably right after Jamal Hill scrambled his brains, though. He's probably a little better.
Yeah,
Feels a little better.
100%.
True. But all right, I know Cody needs to get going to sleep, or do you have
Can't
to go?
believe we
You
got. Yeah,
have to go to sleep and then go to work, right?
That's
Yeah, you
that's
got
all
work
I-
Or,
tonight.
I know you had to go, or if you had to go to work for
No,
that,
I just
right
got
after
home
this.
from work at 6:30. I took a shower,
Okay,
ate a sloppy Joe, hopped on here, and then
You
I'm
have
gonna
back
go to bed. It's 9:30. It's gonna be about 10 my time when I go to bed, and I got to be back up at 3:30.
All right,
But then
we'll
we
get
got fights tomorrow, so it's all good, man.
That's right. But definitely want to give a shout out to Jeff Pelton, Nate Brown, Jaden, MMA Ricky,
Let's
Johnny
go.
News. We got
Let's
Mike
go.
in here for all the donations, and we appreciate everybody coming out. Ryan Jordan, Fight Talk Only,
Fight Talk,
MMA
Ryan.
Jesus, Any Action, Effie, our guy Snerius,
John.
Fireside, Kiwi John, all the early guys that I probably missed it. Bunny Hunter, all of the normal guys. Appreciate
Jeff
it.
Pelton,
Jeff Pelton, the
Effie,
other Jeff Ursay, I believe his last name
Yeah.
was. EQ.
Justin Villegas with the jokes tonight.
Yep. appreciate everyone. Victor, our guy, coming out again. I haven't seen you in a while. Appreciate you too, Victor.
Yeah.
Before we go, though, we'll give it to everybody here just to let everybody know what they're doing, what the content they're doing. So Pickem MMA, I'll let you start off. Tell everybody where they can find you and what content you have going on and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I'll be doing a Fight Companion tomorrow for UFC card, and probably Fight Companion later tonight for LFA main card. So I'll be live for LFA tonight. So you guys can catch me at Pickem MMA. That's my YouTube channel right there. I appreciate you guys having me on the show. It was a blast. Had a ton of fun breaking down the fights with the OGs of the game. Let's go.
Hell yeah. We'll definitely get you back on for sure. And Cody D, tell everybody where they can find you and what you got going on.
Oh yeah, man. I appreciate you guys having me on. It was a lot of fun. Definitely always down. So just hit me up. I'll come back on here anytime. My name's CotyDankh on everything. I think Twitter is Cody Jitsu though. That's the only thing. Some bastard out there took my name, but
son of a bitch.
Yeah, no, CotyDankh everywhere on YouTube and all that. I break down all the fights and stuff. Yeah, man. Appreciate you guys having me. It was a ton of fun. Thanks for everybody in the chat. You guys were cracking me up when I was trying not to laugh over people. But yeah, man. Till next time, make a bunch of money. Enjoy the fights. We'll see you then. Yeah. Thanks again.
Awesome. Yeah. And like I said, definitely check them out. All this stuff is in the description below, all their Twitter stuff and YouTube. Cody, do you want to say anything before we get going?
I just want to show my new shirt.
There you go.
Let's go.
This
Love
is the
it.
right one. So
There you go.
I'm trying them out. I got to see a couple other shirts too. But I like the neck. They got the thick necks. That's what it's about. But I got the black ones and stuff. Hopefully we'll get our stores up real soon, like next week. I just seen when we was talking earlier. I seen them. I didn't get the. I was
looking good.
Dude, that's pretty crazy how they can do that. Our Defend Your Unit shirts are gonna be amazing, dude.
Yeah, they are
amazing. You guys are gonna freak out about them. But yeah, man. Just had a good time breaking it down. Follow CotyDankh, follow Pickem MMA, man. Their links are in the description. They put out good stuff. Help their channels grow. I know they already got a good following and stuff, but help them out. Obviously, you can see that these dudes know what they're talking about.
For sure.
Bro, I can't wait. Fucking fights tomorrow.
Yeah, finally.
I can't believe it, dude.
Finally.
So then it's probably a whole nother year stretch, and we're going to be waiting for breaks and all that. But until then, tomorrow, fights are back. We're all going to start this 2024 huge.
Let's go. Yeah. So like I said, definitely appreciate everybody coming out, chatting it up in the chat. Definitely appreciate everybody showing up here too and hanging out with us too. And good luck on everybody in their fights. Enjoy the fights tomorrow, and good luck on your bets and all that good stuff. And then we'll see you on Tuesday for Defending Your Units. Me and Cody. Let's go. Good luck, guys. See you later.
See you guys. Good luck, everybody, tomorrow, man.
Have a good one. Good luck on your bets, guys.
Yes, sir. You too, man.